Evening, guys. Welcome to. So far, it's the Brownie show, but Daya is just running late. In all fairness, I'm running late as well. So, welcome to Football Brownie, and hopefully the Brownie and Daya show. Hope you're well, keeping safe, keeping each other safe, and spreading the love during this pandemic. Because we all need a little bit of loving, people. We all need a little bit of loving. I'd say Steve is just running slightly late. I was as well, so won't be long. We have also asked a guest to come on, which he may Sam Greenwood may come on later on. So fingers crossed that is the case. Before I go any further, guys, there you go. Quite clear tonight because I wouldn't do the background until Steve comes in. Something StreamYard. But please like, share, subscribe to Football Brownie on YouTube. Guys, we are 13 away now, unlucky 13 away from a magical 700 subscribers. Please, please, come on. Let's do this. Let's do this. Football with Brownie on Facebook, Instagram. So, hope you're all well anyway, guys. Thank you very much for joining. While while we wait for Steve, I just thought I'd run something past you, really, because today I bought the first marker newspaper I bought in ages, really, because I'm thinking of a daily morning show, right? Now, hear me out on this. If you don't like it, tell me you don't like it, and I'll basically, because you guys know that I live in Spain. I'm thinking just to do a morning newspaper show, but a Spanish, going down the Spanish version. So let's just talk about La Liga and everything until he comes in. Right, the main headline. I don't know if people knew last night. I know there was other games going on. The main headline is Granada sets fire to La Liga. Granada actually beat Barcelona 2-1 last night in the new camp. And that really, really, well, is a real three-horse race now for a La Liga title. I haven't, typical of Marca. Oh, yeah, here we go. Right. Let's see if you can let's see if you can see it, right? You talk about a race to the title here now. Yeah. 33 games have gone. 33 games, 38 games so we've got 5 games left. And if you look, where am I saying? Hang on. Can you see the top? Bit blurry, I know. But basically, the first 4, right? So you got Atleti, you got, sorry guys. Right, you got Atleti, then Real Madrid, then Barcelona, and Sevilla. So the first 4, there's only 3 points. 3 points. Or 3 puntos between them all. Now, can you imagine? This is what Mark was mentioning early on. Can you imagine if Sevilla win La Liga, right? Bearing in mind, Atleti, Barcelona, and Real Madrid were supposed to be the three Super League or Superliga teams, and then all of a sudden you got Sevilla winning. But it's just incredible, right? Let's go to comments. Let's go to comments from here. Come on, dear. Bloody hell. Hang on. Let me just send him a quick message. Boom. Sorry, guys. Let's go to the comments for a minute. Finn. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Finn. Hope you're well, my friend. Hey, Finn, you're a Cardiff fan, aren't you? I'm going to give you some good news regarding this channel and Cardiff City later on. Randy, hi Randy, hope you well. Hope New Zealand is well as well. Um, I love the Brownie and Daya show. I love it too. I'm still waiting for Daya though. Leslie, hey up Brownie, hey up Leslie. Hope you're well, my friend. Hope you're well. Look at the striped polo. Yeah. Henry Lloyd today, Randy. Henry Lloyd today. Thank God you're live. Got bored, no one to listen. I know. That's nothing we're going to talk about. That is on the agenda about this weekend and people doing a personal suspension of a social media. So we will be talking about that. Daddy Sam, yeah. I listen. I have asked Sam. He did say that he'll try and get on later on in the show. He's very much like me, actually, Randy, is that he does a lot of his work overnight because a lot of his work is very similar to mine, where it's online. And we have to collaborate with the timelines in different parts of the world. So that's why me and Sam get on the Arsenal American podcasts very easily because it's we like vampires really come out in the dark. Randy, Arsenal fans got what they deserve, mocking Emery. Okay, we'll go on to that now because what's the time right there now? I think it's hard. Well, 20 to 11. So, oh, sorry, it's 10:40 here. 10:40 here, so it's 9:40 in the UK. Right. Basically, for Randy and other Arsenal fans in chat, top right hand corner. Okay. Translates in English as Villarreal have license to dream. Right? So, obviously, about the game last night. And typical of Marco again. The lesser teams are in. Basically, here we go. Basically, how the Spanish press are writing about it is, well, first of all, Emery. I need to get this right. There we go. Emery, can you see? Yeah. No shadow penalty, a result in injustice. Basically, it says a result of a penalty is injustice. There was no way a penalty. But on the whole, the Spanish media are, I think, as a heading goes, yes, they're dreaming. They're dreaming of a final, but the Spanish media aren't really thinking that Villarreal will make it. Simply because of the way they've been playing throughout the season. They very much like Arsenal, if I'm honest with you. As in, very inconsistent. Arsenal fans may have known that. Oh, here we go. Hola, buonasera.
Browner!
¿Qué tal? Hang on, brother. There you go. Welcome to the spaceship. Yeah, you good?
Can't hear you. Fucking volume's gone.
Oh, not again.
I'll log out, come back in.
Okay.
Get some decent...
There you go. Oh, well, he's here anyway. Right, so you'll come back, as you guys know. Saka shouldn't have dived, he did dive, should be the penalty, because he choking. No, Randy, I've said it all the way. I did also say I can see a United Villarreal final, if you remember. And yeah, he is back. But until he comes back, hang on for a minute. Basically, the Spanish media are they still haven't got confidence in Villarreal, and I understand why. When reading through it, I do understand why. They did have a good run at the beginning. Well, I say a good run. It wasn't really a good run. It was a lot of draws within that good run. It was just unbeaten. Villarreal in the first half of the season. But the problem being is that we have seen it with Barcelona. We've seen it time again with Real Madrid. Is that I don't know why it happens, but in recent years it has. The bigger teams don't really kick on in both La Liga and the Champions League into the second half of the season. So you can have weird positioning in the league table during the first half of the season. People run away with that. Barcelona now. Barcelona were what, 8th, 10th at one point, and people outside of Spain were calling for Koeman's head. Lo and behold, bloody come end of April now, and they're in the mix of 4, which is 3 points separate in the first 4 teams in the league. Still waiting for him. Hang on. Arsenal fans. Cheddars, hi Cheddars, hope you're well. Arsenal fans acting as if that's what Cheddars, you are absolutely bang on. It's only 2-1. It's only 2-1. Even the Spanish press is saying exactly the same. What they've been very skeptical, as in, okay, the penalty may not have been a penalty, but it's definitely not a game over for a long shot. Right, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I switched computers, mate. There's something your StreamYard and my computer here don't work, mate. I don't know.
Well, to be honest, StreamYard has been playing up for last week, really. I tried to get onto Jake's West Ham unofficial a couple of days ago, and as soon as I got into the green room, let's just say, the back room, it just constantly threw me out.
I've had that, mate. I've had that.
And so I don't know what's happening. I know there's a few issues.
I know what it is. I know what the issue is. It's because of the Daya and Brownie football shows come so popular. It's used up all the mainstreaming, mate.
Well, Anyway, how are you, mate? You good?
All right, mate. Yeah.
You good? Yeah.
Say again.
How's the family? Good?
Yeah, not bad, mate. Not bad. Yeah, all good.
That wasn't a champagne bottle. I can see you pouring, was it? No.
No. Just a bottle of amber. 89 pence in Tesco's. You can't go wrong. 89 pence a pint.
Jesus, I remember the old days of Daya, where champagne flowing everywhere.
I still have nights like that as well, mate. But you wait for lockdown to finish for them, haven't you?
Well, listen, I did notice, and I was quite offended actually that you were saying the show. I'm a most unprofessional channel on YouTube.
Can only speak the truth, Browner. Can only speak the truth.
So tonight I've got my charger in hand.
Okay, now
I've got
a bottle
my whole night's bloody beer on hand.
Yeah. What about the takeaway?
Takeaways I've already ate. Don't worry about that.
And have you got a bottle of
all it is, I even got marker because you said you were late, so I brought my marker just to fill in. But anyway, let's get back to it. You're a West Ham fan last week. Disappointing result, Steve.
Terrible, mate. Fucking terrible. Once again, Moyes goes on the defence, and now we've blown it, mate.
Yeah.
Moyes out.
I'd say I did. What?
Moyes out.
No, you're winding me up.
I've never been a fickle supporter, you know that. No, only joking, mate. Only joking.
No, but listen. He has to be. He has to. You don't know. He still could get in the first 4. I don't think so. I think it's game over.
I've been here all before. I've been here 50. Been following that club for 50 years, mate. Right, so I can tell it ain't going to happen.
It's like Cardiff before Vincent Tan came. Everyone, we'll have and fail in the playoffs every bloody year.
Yeah, it's worse than that at West Ham, mate. We're always nearly there, and we're fade away now, mate. We lose it, Burnley. I reckon 2-0.
I think Burnley's dangerous. Burnley is a dangerous one,
dangerous game, mate. We're on the slide now, mate. We've peaked, right? And now we're unfortunately on the West Ham.
To be honest, it does remind me of a couple of seasons Moyes had at Everton. before he actually did get into the top four that 1 year. He was always it was all frustrating because it was there about last 5-10 games, and then they'd finish 6th, 7th, 8th. In the end.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's what we're going to do, mate. It always happens.
As long as you get European football, I think. But it's just disappointing.
Well, I think
it's a hope that kills us as football fans.
I think we could struggle for that, mate. Now we've still got a few games to go, and I just don't see us bringing in many more points, mate. To be honest,
it's a hope that kills us as football fans.
Well, you don't anymore because after so many years of it, mate, you get used to it.
You're like a cat with 9 lives.
At the end of the day, mate. At the end of the day, don't get carried away. We haven't had to worry about relegation this year, which is normal for us. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We normally fuck it up way before in the beginning of the season, and then we come good at the end of the season. Yeah. This time round.
Just catching up, Ben, Steve. Well, first of all, let's talk about that sending off. Because we were trying to do a watch along. I know I messed up. StreamYard messed up as well. And you said, if you remember, I'm going to say something about Tino Werner, but I wouldn't say it because he may score, right?
And he did, didn't he?
And he did, yeah.
And he couldn't air barn door, could he? That normally happens.
No. I you know what? And I've seen, people our generation or whatever. We remember when Drogba came over first, and his first season was pathetic, and he tried to dive everywhere just to bloody gain brownie points with the fans, and that didn't help either. But then but I think this is worse than a Drogba kind of situation, really. I can't see him improving on his second year.
The difference is, mate, that Werner, he's German, right? And not just because he's German, but they never seem to come over and settle into English football.
No, they struggle. I know.
There's a couple
Germany's a farmers' league. It's a farmers' league.
Yeah, we'll go as far as a farmers' league, but it's nowhere near the Premiership. They come over, they struggle with the pace of the game. We had Haller. He struggled, mate. People said it was a formation. He just couldn't settle, mate. They can't keep up with the pace of the game a lot of the time.
I thought Haller.
I think they find it tougher as well.
Much too. Yeah, very much so.
And he's not the only one, is he? You had that boy down at Cardiff, didn't you? I know it's a different level, but he was shite.
Yeah.
It goes back to Jorn Swinkendorf at Cardiff.
I remember him.
He was the biggest from Germany ever, wasn't he? But he was a good player other places, So, and that was in the lower league. So, yeah, Germans. Werner's not going to make it, mate. I'd be going very.
You know what, right? Maybe. Okay, he was much older, but Schweinsteiger didn't make it at United, although he was much older. And I don't think Ballack had the influence in which he should have when he went to Chelsea, if I'm honest with you. I know that, he was part of a very strong midfield, but I don't think he took the opportunity with the scruff of the neck like he should have, because when he was at Leverkusen, he was bloody, massive shark in a small pool, but then he went to Chelsea. I don't think he was as good as what people expected.
They struggled. There's too many of them have gone the same way to say they don't struggle. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's too commonplace. If you were buying football players now for clubs, I wouldn't look at Germans. They just don't seem to.
I'd look at Championship.
Say again.
Right, I'd look at Championship.
Which
brings me on to something else.
Cool. Full of it tonight.
No, I know.
Hey. One thing. When you said about Drogba looking for the brownie points, was he trying to get on the show?
Well, I had to decline. I said, look, Didier. This is a Brownie and Daya show. It's not the Brownie, Daya and Drogba show. I'm sorry, you'll have to just wait until we have our next lovers tiff, and I'll have to get I'll have to get another bloody filling. But listen, brings me on to something else, which is what I've heard today. I've looked on, no one else seems to, but there's a link now between Kiefer Moore and West Ham.
Don't be so fucking stupid. Don't be so fucking stupid. Well, I know you get your transfer rumours wrong, but that's the biggest load of bollocks I've ever heard.
Well,
no, listen, Kiefer Moore, if he's lucky, I've watched this player since he played for Dorchester Town. Right, before he went to Yeovil, he was a donkey there and all. Right, and to be fair to the lad, he got to Wigan and scored a few goals, didn't he? Right. Now, if you're in a championship and you put the ball in the back a bit of that, you will get. Right, I was talking to Julian Jenkins about this the other day. Somebody would come in and pay stupid money for you for a bottom league Premier club, right? There's no way in the world that donkey is going to West Ham United. We're Premier top 5 at the minute, top 5, top 6.
No worries. Okay, no problem.
Where did you hear that from?
I have my sources.
Yeah, shit one. Fucking rubbish.
Let's go back in the chat and then we'll catch up with games that's going on. Let's go back in the chat for a minute. Randy says Villarreal will score. Right. Did you watch that game last night? Did you watch that game last night?
Yeah, Arsenal finished, mate. They won't come back from that. Got no bollocks, Arsenal.
Well, Marker is saying, basically saying, look, they got license to dream Villarreal, but Villarreal, they very patchy. Their form is very patchy. I mean, they have lost to Alaves, and they have lost to. Oh, here we go. Hang on. Right. Oh. Right, hang on.
All right, lads.
This is the first time.
All right, Steve, how you doing, mate?
Not bad, mate. Not bad.
Hang on. Right, this is the first time.
How are you getting on with Brownie? Is he treating you all right?
Same old shit, mate. Very unprofessional.
It's Brownie. What do you expect?
Yeah, very true, mate.
The three of us. Well, welcome, Sam. You're a special guest.
Thank you.
Hang on, Browner. Where's the spotlights gone?
Well, yeah, I've had to increase the screen, haven't I, for the three of us to get it.
Oh, we don't get spotlights now, look, Sam.
I know. Sorry, I'm saving in the electricity,
Unprofessional.
I'm saving on the electricity.
Bloody hell. I still feel like I'm in Tron. Fucking hell.
Anyway, I'll sort it out by next week.
That or the X-Files.
Right. Listen. Spanish press. Sam, Arsenal fans, me and Steve were just saying it. They're basically saying, look, Villarreal have got a license to dream, but because they know their form of late, which is very patchy like Arsenal's, Spanish press got no confidence in Villarreal going to London and getting a positive result. So what do you think?
I don't know why they say that, because Arsenal, first of all, Arsenal were crap at home. Second of all, we've got a crap manager. Third of all, we've got loads of crap players.
I agree with all of that, Sam.
I mean, last night was diabolical. Last night was just so bad. I was so pissed off last night with that. I mean, the arrogance of this fucking amateur to go out there. We've never played a full time before, so he decides to do it in the semi-final of a fucking European semi-final.
Now, can I just interrupt there?
Shut up, Brownie.
The night before, hang on, the night before, Sam, if you think of the night before, we spoke about this, and I said, I got a funny feeling, and you agreed with me, I got a funny feeling Arteta will have a surprise. And basically what he done, he followed Pep's bloody surprise, which failed. Remember when Man City played Lyon in the quarterfinals? Was it last year? Was it last year?
I think it was a couple of years ago. I think.
And he done something crazy.
Yes, but Brownie, two things, right? Number one, that's Man City, right? They're 10 levels above what Arsenal can do. I mean, you got to have some really, really good players to make up for playing with a false nine. And second of all, right? If Arteta saw that and that failed, and it did fail, why is he going to try doing the same? I mean, it's ridiculous. You know, why did he think it's going to work when Pep couldn't get to work with Man City?
Go on, Steve. Go on.
Well, I got nothing more to say. Arsenal was shit, basically, and I wasn't expecting any less, to be honest.
I was, to be honest. I was.
I was watching the game and I was flicking on my Twitter. And who's that lad? He's an Arsenal fan. You lot have a quiz with him now and again during lockdown. Simpy. Is it Simpy?
Oh, yeah.
Young lad.
I am. When I seen him comment, "This is crap, I'm off to watch Coronation Street." I think that's said it all, mate, to be honest.
Yeah. No, I'm just... If I was
an Arsenal fan, I'd be totally ashamed and embarrassed by that performance, to be honest.
I am, and
not having a dig at you.
I'm just so fed up with Arteta now. I've had him up to here all season, and just.
I think you have to change your mentality. I think you have to change your mentality, though, Sam, don't you?
I mean, a lot needs to change. A lot needs to change.
A lot
needs to change.
I think the biggest thing you Arsenal fans have got to do is accept you're not a big club anymore. You're a mediocre middle Premiership.
And start afresh.
Okay?
Start afresh.
And heavily in debt, right? You're American. Apart from that, you know, all the tradition of Arsenal's gone, isn't it? It's just a plastic club, really, now, Sam, really, isn't it?
Oh, look at him. Just because he's in bloody fifth. Look at him.
Well,
you have to admit that the big teams in London are coming through now, aren't they?
Big teams in London, fucking West. Listen to fucking West Ham, bloody hell! You're just little speck under our heel, you know, up until this season. Bloody hell, Christ! Listen,
we gave you a chance by letting you score 3 back.
If that game would have continued, we'd have won that game. Bloody hell, you guys crumbled in the second half.
Would have gone into second gear again, Sam.
You guys crumbled that second half. Bloody hell.
I'm looking at the scoring the marker of giving the players, right? Would you say the whole back four of Arsenal were like basically
shocking.
1 out of 5?
Shocking. They were shocking. Marius, Pablo Mari yesterday. I don't know what the hell happened to him yesterday. He left. He didn't mark at all. He was too far away from the striker, you know, and he's terrible. He just let everything past him.
Well, I don't think it's the players, though, Sam, is it? I think a lot of it comes down to the manager. I'm sorry, but
the manager set them up to fail. Yeah. The manager set them up to fail yesterday. That's what he did, and that's what he's done too much.
I bet there's some serious confusion in that dressing room.
Oh, they must all be saying, "What the fuck is this?" I mean, that's why the players aren't playing, because they just don't know what the hell they're doing. You know, they don't know what they're trying to do.
I can see both sides, all right, and I'm going to say this, right? You know, I'm of a generation. I don't know if Steve would agree with me or not, but I always loved up front a big man, little man combination, and I personally think football's gone downhill since they've gone one up front. However, I accept
the old 4-4-2, yeah.
Well, not just a 4-4-2. It could be 3-5-2 or whatever, you know.
I agree with you, Brown. I agree on that. Me and Brownie actually agree there.
But I accept that. Okay, some teams want to, modern day football now. They go one up front, as in, you know, the point of the attack or the point of, you know, so. Whether it would be, you know, in the back in the day, it'd be Olivier Giroud, or, you know, it'd be, you'd always...
Target man. You miss the old target man, yeah?
Well, the old-fashioned target man, you know, but someone there to, you know, like focus on going forward. If you've got no one there, Spain done it against Holland in the 2010 World Cup.
Yeah. Spain did it the whole. What they did it basically the whole World Cup.
Arsenal, not fucking Spain. Let's be,
But then didn't they use? If I remember correctly, didn't they use David Villa as the false 9?
Not in the final. They didn't. No, he come on as substitute.
But I think they used him as a false 9 in a couple of the games leading up to the final. But David Villa is a good striker, so when you use him as a false 9 and he's coming back further deeper into the pitch, he's still a striker, so he can still score goals.
Yeah, but
Arsenal. We started off with Emil Smith Rowe as a false 9. He's never played the position before.
I'm not saying that.
No, I'm just saying yesterday for Arsenal. I'm not linking it to what you're saying. I'm just saying how ridiculous it was. That's all I'm saying.
I'm trying to think of Arteta, right? Villarreal, we pack a midfield, right? So you need to either level it up in the midfield or even go one. So I'm thinking, did he go with a non-main striker to match them or overload them in the midfield in order to? But it didn't work. But
you still need someone to put the ball in the net. You still need someone up front to be in the box. Well, we had one shot yesterday, apart from the penalty. One shot.
Well, it's good that we got a West Ham fan on, right? Because Daya, you know yourself, how West Ham have been setting up. They showed Halle in January. They didn't have no. So it's only Antonio Breadstick hamstrings they've got up front, right?
Yeah.
And then when his hamstrings go, which let's be honest, it is every 6 weeks now. Basically, West Ham play. They kind of like this, and this is why I was saying last night before the game, Sam. I thought they would go following the West Ham way, as in the interchange, anyway. The top 4 interchange.
Yeah, but it can work if you've got the difference between West Ham and Arsenal is we got the players to play it, mate. Well,
you got a good manager. David Moyes is a good manager. Very underrated manager, by the way.
Yeah,
in my opinion, what he did at Everton was amazing.
Yeah,
he took Everton from a bottom of the table, bottom half of the table, mediocre rubbish club.
You can't do it. If you're going to play
to the top of the top 4, didn't he? Took him into the top 4.
Yeah. But if you're going to play a system like Arsenal tried playing last night, you've got to practice it.
You've got to practice it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You have to throw it in lastminute.com. Do you know what I mean? We had to change slightly, but we were playing that way anyway, on the counter, even when Antonio was playing. Yeah?
Yeah.
That's the difference. And so we've been training every week. Right, this is how we're going to play this season. Yeah. This is how it works, lads. Get it wrong, go again, till you get it right.
That's because Moyes is a good manager. Yeah. And he knows how to get the best out of his players by using a system that works for those players.
Exactly.
And when it works, the players are happy, motivated, and they play better. Yeah. When players are playing a system they know doesn't work, they're not going to play to their best or give 100% because they're like, what the fuck am I doing? What the hell is this? That's why it doesn't work.
Arteta must have lost the dressing room by now.
Yeah, he definitely has. Definitely has. They're not playing for him. They can't be because they're just like, they don't know what they're doing. Every game's a different lineup.
Yeah, exactly. You can't do that. You can't do that in football. You can't change it.
When you say people lost it, maybe it's just things, different mindsets now, right? But if you say you lost the dressing room, right? This is why I don't understand, with players who do this, right? Your career, your professional footballing career is only a certain short lifespan, right? Even if you're in, I know Europa League is not the Champions League, but it's an opportunity to win an honour, right? Even if you hate the fucking manager, right? Let's be completely honest. Even if you hate the manager, hate the club, hate the supporters, the bottom line is, I would still like to win the bloody, the trophy.
Yeah. It's about pride. It's about pride. Yeah, it's about pride.
Personal pride.
And as a player, if you want, especially now, these mercenaries, You know, they should want to look good if they, you know, want to transfer or whatever later on. You know, you should always try and play your best.
So
I agree.
Am I right?
But it's difficult when you're playing a system that doesn't work. It's difficult when you're playing a system that doesn't work. You know, it's like you get frustrated, you know, and I suppose it's demotivating, you know, and all of that. It can't be easy. But yeah, they should still want to play for the, you know, at least for the pride of themselves wanting to be the best they can, of course. But, you know,
Steve, what do you think?
It's not
What do
like
you
that
think?
anymore.
You know,
not like that anymore. They're all mercenary babies now, aren't they? That's what they are.
Go on, Steve. Take it away.
Well, I think on Arsenal, I think he tries too many things, too many different times, too often. Right? They got skillful players. There's no doubt about that. Right? But you can't. Any football team, right? You imagine being at Arsenal, being a player at Arsenal, even if you're a prima donna, right? Yeah. You imagine after training, what the fuck's he planning now?
Yeah.
These Arsenal players. Sam, what the fuck's he doing now?
Can you imagine what they're saying behind his back? You know, what the fuck is he up to? What the fuck is this? You know?
Can you imagine though, being at the team hotel yesterday morning when he would have probably announced how he's going to play it quick team? Well, hang on.
Yeah.
Well, we'll practice it this morning then, lads, is it? They'll be fucking going to their hotel rooms. Like, what the fuck? And the hotel rooms, they'll be on the phone. Did you fucking get what he's on about?
I think he's trying to accommodate Emil Smith-Rowe and Odegaard too much, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but that's worked before this season perfectly well with Lacazette up front, right? Now Lacazette was injured; he couldn't play yesterday, and then just didn't have a striker. We had 3 on the bench. we had 3 strikers on the bench.
Anyway, let's go into comments for a minute. Randy says Villarreal will score the Emirates.
Yeah, that's the thing. We're terrible at home. We've got a leaky defence.
I don't think
we got a leaky defence. We're terrible at home. They are going to score at least 1 goal. I can guarantee it.
I don't think they will. I think
they will.
I think they'll score the first 10 minutes. I think the Arsenal defence would be so fucking nervous. They're so bad. They're scoring the first 10, 15 minutes.
It's happened a few times this season. It has.
Yeah.
He says last minute goal to win it. I can see it happening. And Cheddar says, so can Arsenal score? Because Cheddars is in my thing. Arsenal fans acting like a game is dead and bad. I completely agree.
Did you watch the game yesterday, Cheddars? Did you watch it? I mean, come on.
Yeah, but listen. You know, how performance is one thing. The bottom line is the result at the end of it. A 2-1 away defeat in Europe is not that bad, really.
No, the result. Sorry, Steve. Go ahead.
No, you got all right. So the result at normal clubs, right, who got a right manager, can take a 2-1 defeat away. You got the away goal. You go into the home leg. But I can understand Arsenal fans. If I was an Arsenal fan, I'd be fucking shitting myself. Go
exactly. Steve is exactly right. The problem is, Brownie, is 2-1 on the face of it is not a bad result. We've got an away goal. Yeah. 1-0 at home, the old Arsenal way. George Graham 1-0 to the Arsenal would win the tie, and we would get into the final. The problem is, the reality is, we've got Arteta, we've got our defence, our players, and they ship goals like no tomorrow. Honestly, it is absolutely shambolic in defence. And and Steve's right. We're probably letting a goal in the first 10 minutes. We're definitely letting a goal, definitely guaranteed. And then we need 3 goals. We need 3 goals.
I say I'm not too sure because of the recent league form. I mean, listen,
this is put the way we're playing lately. The way we're playing, Arteta. You know what? Was really disgusting for me yesterday? What really sort of put the cherry on the cake for me was fucking Arteta made that twat, that Dracula twat, Emery, fucking look like Bill Shankly. He made him look like fucking Bill Shankly yesterday, and he's fucking hopeless.
Right, listen.
Arsenal go for a period of it. You know, I remember you had that manager for years. What was his name? Terry Neal, wasn't it?
He was crap. He was crap in the early 80s. Yeah, fucking hell.
But he was there for a while, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think 3 or 4 seasons or something like that.
It was the bald guy then, wasn't it?
No, Terry Neal was at the beginning of the 80s for 3 or 4 seasons, I think, and then there was someone, and then Graham, I think. I can't remember now, but
was it the bald guy who was who had glasses and he went on to the England kind of like back room? What was his name?
Donow?
Donow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Donow.
Arsenal go through, like, you've never recovered, obviously, from Wenger. But you go back before Wenger. Who was the manager before Wenger?
That's Graham.
No, Bruce Rioch.
Right, Bruce Rioch for 1 season. Yeah, Bruce Rioch.
What a bad appointment that was. Well, that was a shocking appointment, Bruce Rioch, for Arsenal.
But I tell you what, though, he's got to get credit for buying Bergkamp and Platt. He's got to have credit for that.
All right, that's okay. So then, who did you have before?
Graham.
Great, with George Graham. Mr. Bungle, Mr. Brown envelopes all over the place. There you go.
Hang on. And
did he give you a Brown?
Mr. Graham is watching. If he's watching right now, I'm quite happy to take any bungs, whatever you want to do. Come on.
Steve, did he give you a bung as well?
and before that, who was the manager before that?
Donow, but you talking, man. You talking.
Donow, because Graham took over in 86.
Yeah, right. But to me, Arsenal, they go for a lengthy manager, don't they? But they never fucking find him, apart from Wenger. Terry Neal was all right. I thought he was all right, Terry Neal, to be honest.
They were crap in the beginning with him. They were crap in the beginning.
He had a great wine bar.
That's a West Ham fan. You thought he was all right, yeah.
I used to go to his wine bar in London. That's all that was. But you struggle. Arsenal always struggle. Who signed John Hartson for Arsenal?
That was George Graham.
Was it George Graham? Was it?
Yeah. Him and Kwame.
Yeah, right. That's right. Because I put up the Zaragoza final the other day, and Stuart Houston was in charge then. I didn't realise that was only shortly after Graham and Stuart Houston was caretaker manager.
And an interesting stat. Yeah, we bought Hartson and Kwame at the same time. And an interesting fact: Stuart Houston is caretaker manager for Arsenal. He has the best record out of any Arsenal manager if you include caretaker managers. I think he was in charge for like 4 or 5 games, and he won all of them.
Apart from the UEFA Cup final, but never mind.
Yeah, apart from that one,
yeah, right.
But I'm sure he won all of them in the league anyway. Yeah.
But listen, I'm just looking at the table here, right? Now, Villarreal, the recent games. Forget Barcelona. Right, in fact, they were down to 10 men against Barcelona of 65.
But they've got Bill Shankly. They've got Bill Shankly as their manager.
But hang on. They've also lost to Alaves, who are in 16th. Oh, try saying that with a list, I tell you. Right? And then they've also lost to Osasuna, who are in 11th. You know, the kind of form, it's patchy form like Arsenal. And something tells me Arsenal going to put 2 or 3 on them. I'm telling you now.
He'd be on that marching powder with again, bro.
well, Brownie. Actually, I mean, if I come back and try and look at it in a positive way, even though it's really, really difficult to do so, but if I try and look at it in a positive way, the pattern Arsenal have had in the Europa League this season in the knockout stages is the first leg we've been terrible, and the second leg we've done well.
Because you know where you stand. You know where you stand. Mentally, you know where you stand. Right, we need to do this.
Yeah, we've come back in the second leg against Benfica. We've come back in the second leg against Slavia Prague. We absolutely battered Slavia Prague, and they had lost at home since the end of 2019.
Yeah,
they had lost a home game since the end of 2019. We went there and absolutely battered them. So, you know, we might actually show. We know something might happen. We might actually show up in the second leg because that took everyone by surprise. That game against Slavia Prague. So you never know. You never know. But in terms of likelihood and probability, I must say it doesn't look good for us based on what I've seen lately. But that's what I'm going
off. Randy says Emery will be running up and down Jose Mourinho style.
I mean, losing against that Count Dracula fuck. I mean, how bad is that going to make Arteta look? The guy Arteta replaced. He's had a worse record than Emery. This is facts. His record as manager for Arsenal is worse than Unai Emery's. Unai Emery got the sack. Arteta he's going to get the summer for God knows what reason. They love him. I don't know what it is. Convenience probably. But he's going to get the summer, and he's probably going to get the beginning of next season. But he's got worse stats than Unai Emery, and if he gets knocked out by Unai Emery now in the semi-final of the Europa League, come on, it just makes him look absolutely terrible.
As long as Arsenal keep their hands off Mick McCarthy, I'm all right.
You never know. You never know.
Right, Randy says, he asked me a question. Why is Thomas Partey playing so shit, Brownie?
Yeah, good question. Yeah, he's had some poor games.
You answer that first.
I still think I'm still surprised he signed for Arsenal because according to a close source of mine, the deal was never going to go through.
Fuck off. You know damn well who I talked about.
It's like
you know damn well who I'm talking to. I'm very surprised, but I don't
think he's 100% yet. I think he needs. I think he needs a whole.
He was not 100% when he signed.
He needs to rest now in the off season, have a full proper pre-season, and I think we'll see a better Thomas Partey next season.
I think he's sat in the dressing room thinking, "What the fuck's going on here? What have I moved here for?"
Well, exactly. The system doesn't help. The system doesn't help. It doesn't help playing with players like Xhaka and fucking Ceballos, right? That doesn't help either. So but we've seen glimpses of Partey's abilities. He's had some brilliant.
Do you think Arsenal will stick with Arteta? Do you, Sam?
I think so. I think they will because I think they've decided already to give him the summer and give him a chance to build a team he wants. And then
for that now, mind.
Pardon?
He's been there long enough to have a chance of that. Surely.
Well, that's what I'm saying as well. I mean, the January window, we mainly just sold loads of players, but we should have bought a few as well. And the summer transfer window, we ended up just with was it Gabriel and Partey, really? The club should have bought more players, definitely. But I think that's going to happen now this summer. They're going to buy a few players and offload a few players.
So if Arsenal did do the right thing and sacked Arteta, right? Who would you want to see as manager, Sam, as an Arsenal fan?
Ten Hag from Ajax. That's who I want.
All right, okay.
Ten Hag from Ajax. I think he's a very good manager. Very good manager. He's great with talent because that's what Ajax does. They bring through talent. He's great with talent. That's what Arsenal are working with that now. And he's a very good tactician. What he's done with Ajax, I think, is brilliant. They sold most of their good players, and already this season they're looking good again. I mean, I think he's done very well. I think he's a good manager.
Wasn't Frank de Boer in charge of Ajax before he went to Palace and lasted 9 games?
Yeah, I think it was Frank. Yeah, I think it was Frank de Boer.
That was Frank de Boer, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah. When you get Palace.
In answer to my answer to Randy's question because I really do rate Partey, but completely different systems to Atletico than Arsenal, and that's why I always thought that it would have been a better kind of because Ole Solskjaer at United sets up very defensively, and because he has the two sitting midfielders. Although the problem with United is that they're not fucking good enough. That's the problem, right? Well,
Arteta does the same.
I think
Arteta has two deep
sitting.
sitting.
Another one in the midfield. He needs a 3 in the midfield, which is what Atleti do to help him out. When he has, and 2 other quality players in the middle of the park with him to help him out.
Yeah, you need someone next to him.
He probably got during the pre-season. He probably got such a fucking bad back. You probably need to go to a fucking health spa every fucking day to sort his back out.
Carrying that fucking midfield, yeah. I know what you mean.
The fuckers. But
we've got good attacking players, but in the midfield, but the defensive side is rubbish. We need to bring someone else in to help Partey and Xhaka and Ceballos.
What I've noticed with Arsenal fans, and they're right, And I do agree with what they say, but you're forever saying we need to bring in this, we need to bring in that. You never get to the point where we got a great squad.
No, because we're always 2 or 3 players short. We always are. We've always had that. You know. Mean. Yeah.
Weird, isn't
it? Even when we were good, we were still missing Vieira and a bloody centre half.
For years. We've done,
I think Arsenal
ever since Vieira's gone. Well, ever since Vieira left, we never really replaced him, and ever since Sol Campbell left, we didn't really replace him.
No,
Lauren Koscielny wasn't really great. He was okay. Mertesacker was okay. Yeah. You know, we haven't really had a proper centre half since Sol Campbell.
Because another thing as well, right, is that you know yourself, Sam. I do throw in a little bit of bait to try and catch Arsenal fans, whether I'm in the live chat or something.
You know what? You're like a hooker. You are fucking hanging around all the Arsenal forums.
Yeah, normally on a Friday, he's up the brass house, not turning up to the show, Sam.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah. No, but sometimes I can catch sharks, really.
Anyway. Yeah.
Right, but I forgot what I was going to say now.
We're talking about Arsenal players.
Yeah, but
centre half and all that.
This is a problem with Arsenal social media, right? And Arsenal, in all fairness to them, they got a great social media team. They really have, because it really does mind wash some fucking inbreds on social media, right? I'm telling you, right? Because, right, when we put Balogun, he done Balogun lately, and he done a 45-second clip of him hitting goals, boom, 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 right? But what they don't see is that Balogun was probably on our training pitch for about 3 hours, right? But yet we clipped it so much into 45 seconds. That was his best parts. And, they always say, oh, look at the youngsters, look at the youngsters, look at the youngsters. Well, I tell you, what, from afar, I'm looking at that top tier in the under-23 league, and Arsenal are one place away from relegation.
It's because they got Steve Ball.
So the youngsters can't be that fucking good if they're about 12 points away from the team above them. And they
it's because Arsenal use a lot of the very young players in the under-23s. They really do. They use 16, 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds, where the other teams will have more mature players, slightly older than that. So that is a factor. And also another factor is they got Steve Bold as a manager. He's absolutely shite. I mean, he's absolutely shite. He really is, Steve Bold. I mean, what he's doing at our football club, no one knows. No one understands it. No one understands it.
Right, let's talk West Ham then, Steve. Let's talk West Ham.
No, let's go back to the Arsenal thing.
He's winding you up now, Sam. He's winding you up now.
Is Liam Brady still there? Has he gone?
No. Head of the youth academy now or the youth development program now is Per Mertesacker. He's doing a decent job.
Well, just retired or?
Yeah, he left. I think he had a falling out with the board, I think.
O'Leary's still here, isn't he?
No, O'Leary's not there, no. The thing was, when a position on the board opened up, O'Leary apparently was going for it, and everyone thought he was getting it, but Kroenkes decided against him, took in that Tim Lewis instead, the accountant, the lawyer and accountant.
Why doesn't it surprise me that O'Leary was trying to get his fucking fingers in a trophy? Why doesn't that surprise?
Well, I would like a proper Arsenal man on the board. I'd like a proper Arsenal man on the board.
Well, I thought he's a Leeds man.
You are
Leeds man these days, wasn't he?
Oh, he went.
Well, he's the most. He's the player with the most appearances for Arsenal. I mean, he was at Arsenal for quite a few years as well. Yeah.
A good pal of mine is Terry Burton, and he was one of the best coaches Arsenal ever had.
And Cardiff.
Yeah, it was a good coach. Yeah.
He lives in Chesterfield now. I was only talking to him this week, and he wasn't hopeful for Arsenal yesterday, and he was dead right. And he just saying what he said is what we're saying now,
Yeah.
And that's the ex-Arsenal coach, and it makes you wonder what's behind the scenes now. Liam Brady done a good job at Arsenal for me, and makes you wonder what's behind the scenes, behind the manager now.
Yeah.
Because it's not just who the manager is; it's who they bring in to prepare it.
Well, that's the thing. There's a lot of question marks about the coaching staff. There really is. You know, a lot of people are wondering what the hell they're up to. No, I mean, who's Arteta got as an assistant? It doesn't seem like there's any challenging there, or second guessing or questioning or anything. It's just like Arteta just seems to do what he wants, and this assistant, whoever he is, I can't even remember his name now. He just doesn't seem to do anything. I just don't get it. And
he comes with no first team experience, though, Sam. I know he was at Man City and all the rest of it.
Oh, I know.
Arsenal, I hate to say it, but stature, shall we say? Use the word stature.
Yeah.
To bring in an inexperienced manager, to me, just doesn't make any sense.
No, it's madness. It's madness.
Well, was he in that? I think he was in that Everton team when he had one of Villarreal in the Champions League and lost.
I can't remember. Arteta
sure
was. He was. I mean, he's really an Everton legend. Really, he's an Everton legend. Arteta is an Everton legend. Really.
I don't think Everton would call him a legend if I'm honest. Compared to people,
I know Arsenal fans definitely won't be calling him a fucking legend at the moment.
No, Jesus Christ, no way.
Right, let's go on to chat for a minute.
No fucking way.
The unprofessional bit. What's it? Oh, he's going.
No. Let's go on to chat. Finn says, "Good Mick McCarthy's playing the youngsters tomorrow." Finn, I don't know. Is he? I don't know. I know. I'm a sim. I don't.
What do you know, Finn? What do you know?
Is the team sheet out early then? Anyway, Finn said.
Looks like you got someone you need to throw out of the chat there. By the way, someone called Soul Star Visions. You just can
hang on,
chuck them out straight away.
Shy lads.
I can't see any chat. What is that in?
Right, hang on. Shy, man. You should have private
comments. Is it?
Oh, not Brandon. He's been all right. It was that Soul Star Visions.
All right.
Oh, leave him on. Yeah, invite him on. Soul Star Visions. Brownie eats the poop out his dog's ass. But Brownie ain't got a dog. Brownie ain't got a dog. That's that one.
Listen, lads. If you find something before I do, just send me a private message.
No, send him a link. Right? Send him a link. Get him on the show.
I'm not doing it. Not tonight.
You're scared of him, Brownie. You are. That's why you're never in the
I can't be asked tonight. Right.
Gandalf sucks Frodo's penis. Brownie eats poo. Brownie, all these people seem to know about your dog shitting fucking habits, mate. Oh, yeah.
Right, what's your top four predictions?
Well, for the end of the season now, it's definitely City and United, isn't it? So third and fourth. I mean, that fourth place is looking interesting, isn't it? It can be Chelsea, it can be West Ham.
You
reckon you'll fall off a bit now? Yeah, Chelsea.
Blown it now, mate. Blown it now. We've peaked. I was saying before you come on the show, I think we'll end up 6 or 7 myself. I think we're losing Burnley tomorrow. I don't think it's any Moyes, apart from the odd negative tactic he tries now and again, but we haven't got a big enough squad, mate. Once the injuries go out, fucking hell. We're fucked.
Yeah, that is the thing, isn't it, with West Ham. You guys have got a good first 11, but as soon as you have a few injuries, that's it, isn't it?
Hang on for a minute. Right. Chadwick. I haven't seen Chadwick for ages.
Hey, big up Chadwick.
Browning, my favourite Cardiff player of all time is Gary Medell. You got a very short memory. Yeah, you got a very short fucking memory on Chadwick. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, I was going to say, man, can I leave the shite?
Okay, no. But anyway, thanks for joining, Chadwick. You may, after those comments, you may not join any longer.
No. I know what you mean, bulldog player and all that, but he wasn't. He was crap.
No, he was. I know. I agree.
Total waste of money, mate.
Yeah, that Chilean team, because it was under Bielsa, that Chilean team kind of like had a unit type of mentality. Because when he took the individuals out to a Chilean team, apart from Ivan Zamorano,
I preferred Willie Boland and Medal.
Bielsa, what a manager he is. Wow.
Oh, hey, that's what Arsenal need.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind Bielsa. Definitely, I wouldn't mind him.
There you go. Chadwick comes back and says, "Dear, you kind of look like Brian Clough.
Are
you related?"
It's not the first
do a little bit.
No, it's not. Now, lads.
Now, man.
Yeah.
But a few people have said that over the years. Yeah,
young man.
Now, hey boy, let me tell you something now. When I used to coach football for the kids, all the parents are a bit like Brian Clough. I drink like him as well.
Yeah, you drink like him. Yeah, you drink like him, not think like him.
No, I think like him.
Matthew, yo, Brownie. Hi, mate. How are you? Hope you're well.
See, Simpy's in the chat. Big up, Simpy.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Simpy. I think you went to watch Coronation Street last night.
Guys, I do apologize if I'm missing you comments. I do apologize. So many have gone on. Yeah, Simpy's in chat.
We're such a popular show, Brownie. Now me and Sam have turned up.
Steven says, "Yeah, train all week and play a different system on match day." That's
yeah, on, really. That's Arteta for you. That's Arteta for you.
Let's. Brownie, you need some meds. Meds or mods. Yeah, I know. Listen, I do know. I do need mods. It's coming to a point now where I do need mods, which is unfortunate.
Only on a Friday night when
No. But listen, it kind of links up to one of our first topics. If you I say first topics, we're fucking over an hour already. But Sam, you have said that you wouldn't be taking part in Twitter until Tuesday.
Yeah,
and it links up to exactly what. The reason which I do, I hold my hands up now, do need mods. Steve, you mentioned it early on.
What's that, mate?
Many big organizations and Twitter, or let's say social media accounts, refusing to post anything on social media until Monday. Or late Monday, maybe Tuesday.
I've heard a bit of this. So is it the social media accounts? Twitter is not going to post stuff about football.
I think it's the whole social media, I think, is it? Or just Twitter?
Or is it the tweeters?
I think it's loads of companies and all the football clubs are all in solidarity, stop online abuse, and it's mainly against racism and all of that. And yeah, I think all of the clubs, at least the Premier League, all of the clubs' Twitter accounts are not going to be posting. And there's other corporations and companies as well.
So it's not Twitter stopping them for posting. It's more
they want to do it too, because basically there's no consequence for some of the sickening racist stuff. The abuse you can get online through Twitter. There's no consequence. They get blocked, but there's no follow up to that. There's no. They can just start an account the next day. There's no real consequence to it. It's ridiculous.
Well, the problem is because it's a global. Steve, you know more than this than what I would, but because it's a global kind of, a global business. If you got someone in, a third. I don't know.
Use your brain, Brownie. Use your brain.
I know I am. I'm trying to work.
Get a beer while you're thinking.
No, but if it's someone who is based in a country who doesn't take this kind of thing seriously, then you can't, because it's outside the UK jurisdiction or American jurisdiction or and Spanish jurisdiction. If they base outside of that, then the only way you can penalize them is if the social media companies, they have to now. It's come to the point where they have to take ID.
Think of it this way. Firstly, I don't agree with any racism or comments on Twitter, blah, 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 because it's poison. I don't use Twitter myself, very rare. I think it's a toxic arena.
It is.
Right? And it's a toxic arena for wankers who would never say it to your face, right? Maybe I'm old school now at fucking 55. But
hang on, I've said a lot to you, a fish. When I've said it, because my spitting, I've given you a wash as well.
Can we stick to the subject, Brown? Let's try and keep this show professional tonight. Right? You use your unprofessional bollocks. Yeah, we have fun. I'm surprised your Indian man turned up, yeah? The Russian, there's not a bird walking around in the background trying to get in the fucking fridge. Right? So let's try and keep this show professional, Sam. Me and Sam are doing well here. If you can go up to our grade, it would be very good.
It's not easy, is it, Steve? It's not easy, is it, Steve? It's not easy, is it?
Let me tell you now, lads.
Yeah. Young man.
There's no need for any football club, right, or any player to enter the Twitter arena apart from ego in the first place, right? So they draw the trolls to them, right? Now, in one business that I had, we sold it now, but one business that I had, we went on Twitter for like our customer to interact with us, right?
Yeah.
The worst thing that we ever done. Because people fucking, if we had a fucking screw missing out their chest of drawers or the delivery was 2 minutes late, right? Tweet, you fucking wankers. Where are you?
Same with you.
And I said to the board, the lads on the board, I said, let's get off Twitter. But once you've gone on there and you've started it, you can't get off. That's the trouble. Because you can check your profile, of course you can, right? But it's hard. Well, where have they gone then? Why have they gone off? You start asking why. So don't go on in the first place. So the simple answer to the problem, right? In life, there's always going to be pond life. Now in life, the youngsters today, right, who don't know how to socialise, go down a pub, have a chat in a bar and all the rest of it, because they've grown up on fucking Facebook. They think they got friends because they got Facebook friends today. Not a bloke with boys in a pint, right? Is after this blockage, don't go back on. Say that was fucking great. If you don't feed the fish won't bite.
That's a good point, really. Yeah, that's a good point.
All these ex-players go on there. There's no need. Half of them talk shit anyway. Most football players' brains are in their feet, right? Like I tell you, Don Hutchinson, all right, he's a bit of a laugh.
I know Don Hutchinson.
He's a bit of a wind-up, right? No, Don Hutchinson, a football player, not the fucking toilet cleaner from Penarth, right? But
well, there are very few players who play for Everton and Liverpool, Don Hutchinson.
There's no need, for instance, right? Just for West Ham side of things.
Right, hang on. I'll leave you to it. One sec.
No, there we go.
I need a shit.
He's going for a shit.
My God.
Yeah, there we are.
He's going for a tomtit. Okay, all right.
Yeah. Well, there's no need. Say, for instance, Declan Rice. Why does Declan Rice need to be on Twitter?
None of them, and well, theoretically, right? Nobody needs to be on Twitter. Nobody needs to be on there.
But if you're in the public eye, Sam, if I tweet something, say on Twitter, nobody gives a fuck because they don't even know who I am, right? So you never get. I don't get any trolls on Twitter, for instance, because one, I don't tweet much, but two, even if I did, right, I might get a bit of abuse from a fellow fan, right? Or disagreed, he shouldn't play, or blah blah blah, right? If you have a bad game on a Saturday, right, as a football player, on Match of the Day, on Sky TV, to the world exposed, why put yourself up for being slaughtered?
No, well, it's a modern thing.
The racist bit is wrong, and people will always go over the top because they always want to score a bigger point, these keyboard warriors, don't they? Right?
Yeah.
But if you don't put yourself in the firing line in the first place, you can't get shot, can you?
You're right. They do it because it's very modern. This is modern now. Social media is a modern way of interacting with everyone. And they like to interact with their fans. That's what it is. They like to interact with their fans. The problem is, like you say, with the fans comes all the fucking dross as well, all the mud. You know, that is part of it, unfortunately.
The thing is, you say they like to interact with their fans, but if you watch a player's profile, they don't respond. All the fans.
No, now and again, but rarely. I know what you mean. Rarely,
very rare.
But it's a profile. It's profile, isn't it? That's what it. Modern. Yeah. Of course, it's ego. Of course, and it's to build a profile, isn't it? You know, it's a profile to build your image, because with image comes, more money through sponsorship deals and other things, right? You know, that's what it's about.
First of all, sponsorship deals that they get, right? the club get the money anyway, unless they got it written into their contract. You got to be a superstar like Messi to get your personal rights and blah 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 with your name on the shirt and that, right? But let's say it's about names on shirts and kids buying shirts with Declan Rice written on the back. If you are watching Declan, I'm not picking on you, mate. I'm just using you as an example, right? But kids will buy that shirt anyway, and the way he plays for his club and the way he supports his club. Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There's no need for him to be on Twitter.
No, that's what I'm saying. This is a modern thing. It's a modern way of getting.
Thing. So if you're going to put yourself on there, you've got to be prepared to take the stick, and knowing it's going to be bad. Now, there's certain people like me. If I get a load of abuse, right, I don't give a fuck. Right?
Oh no, you didn't give a fuck. But hang on, you wanted to take over the Brownie and Daya show with one trolley every week.
Right? But I'd like to call these trolls out, but I don't give a fuck, right? Now, so I could take it, but not every football player in the world, or these profile people, as we want to call them, are that way inclined. So if you don't like abuse and you can't take abuse, don't go into the box.
You know what I think, right? Right? You know what, doing Man United's AGM, I think it may have been for the last 2 years now, right? Part of it, selling point, you know what it's like with fucking shareholders meetings and so on. You know, you got the bloody CEO up there, pitching like bloody Neil Harris in front of a room of fucking shareholders, basically, right? Like you used car salesman type of talk. But for the last 2 years at the Man United AGMs, the focus was really about obviously the club's social media and interaction with social media, and importantly, the individual players. Because I got a funny feeling, if you actually look at the Real Madrid's weird structure, the actual payment of dinero, of cash, is way short compared to the Premier League. But they build it up. With other things. And following on from what you're saying, I have a funny feeling it could well be in the modern day kind of contract now between a club and a player to set up social media, because both
not correct. Not correct. Not true, Brownie. Not true. No,
Brownie looking for conspiracies again.
No. What I'm
let's take for instance. Hang on. Let's think of a Cardiff player.
Let me finish my point. Let me finish my point. Paul Pogba.
Right? Sean Morrison. Is it Sean Morrison, your defender?
Well, what about him? Not my defender, but never mind. What about him?
Well, you don't like him, do you?
Well, I don't like none of the defenders. I think they're all shit apart from paying. Go on.
But Sean Morrison went on Twitter for a laugh. Is he with Twitter, Instagram, or fucking Facebook?
You on about that derby, yeah.
Yeah. And he said something about, I can't remember what he said now. He just had he used to play with a player who was at Derby, didn't he? And he said something as a quip, right?
Can't remember who it is now.
Like me and Brownie, me saying something to Brownie, right? But next day it's national press. Huh?
Yeah.
Now he turned down Cardiff, didn't he? A year before or something.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Shit, you should have come here, blah blah blah. And to be fair, the Cardiff manager Neil Warnock, who I think is old school, like us, probably like us lot, he said, "I don't give a fuck what I said on Twitter." But he tried to make a big deal of it all.
Yeah.
Warnock just said, "Well, don't read it if you don't fucking like it." Yeah. But there's a chap in the comments here, right? And he's got.
Hang on. Where are we? Tell me.
Big up, guys. Twitter is only damn good for real-time stuff.
Hi, Nitesh. He says it's a waste of time, not going to do anything. Right. Bargav.
That's the one.
Hi, Bargav. Hope you're well.
Yeah, bye, Gav.
Said, big up, guys. Twitter is only damn good for real stuff like UFC fights, football games.
He's right. It's basically a news feed.
Yeah, that's what I like about it. I get all the latest news and stuff. I like that.
Yeah.
I can say it now. I'm in Spain, but I use Twitter quite often when I need illegal fucking streams to watch a boxing or a football. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good for like you get instant news, right? That's what's great. You get the news as it happens. That's what's really good about it.
Great, and that's where someone in London, a bomb's gone off, and it fucking hell, look at this. He's way before the media, and it's someone who's got a media business. It's fucking brilliant because that's where you from.
It's on there. It's on there before CNN picks it up, right? That's it is.
Yeah. The idiot stuff
there's a use to it, right? Just like there would be Facebook's the same. I know it's more dying out a bit now. Facebook,
Facebook is sort of what come first, was it? And now everything else has sort of developed on from that. Yeah.
Right, we got two channels. Hey, let's recognize the people in the chat because so many people are commentating. I'm losing bloody thing by you. Right, Stefan.
It's not a professional show.
Right.
Just spilt me beer. I'm cleaning it up with me beer.
Gandalf and social block. Brownie won't have any mods for fuck's sake. I will have mods. Right? Listen, guys. If you want to be a mod, get in contact with me. PM, Twitter, whatever. Right? Email. If you're only on YouTube, go on the community page. I think, or about page. I'll have all my details here, including my email address. So, no worries. If you want to be a mod, I'm quite happy.
Well, you should choose one of the. What mods? Normally with mods, you choose one or more of the regulars, the ones who are always there.
But listen, it also takes time as well. I don't want to. I don't want to be wasting people's time because I'm doing a shit bloody live stream. About.
No, it keeps it easy because with the mods, if it's someone who's always there, it's easy for them to just do it. They'll see.
Okay.
They'll see the crap like that tonight, right? The obvious crap like that, right? Yeah. Then they just block it, and you don't have to worry about it.
No, hey, no worries. I hold my hands up. If you're interested,
it's nice to hear a bit of professionalism here, Sam.
Right, John, 1886. Hi, John. Hope you're well, my friend. Ryan is in it.
Big up Ryan. Yeah, Ryan. Awesome podcast.
Richard Cox is in the podcast.
Got Russ here. Russ Morgan. Big up Russ.
Jeez. Yeah, Russ is in. Hi, Russ. Hope you're well, my friend. Right. Hang on for a minute. 1 second. Finn says, McCarthy said Isaac Davis will be in the squad. Yeah, you'll be in the squad. Don't know about the first team. Probably on a bench.
Randy wants interviews. He's going to turn that into one of these fucking, you know what he wants to do with that, don't you, Randy? You naughty boy.
The POV interviews he's on about. The POV interviews.
I think Finn will find. Finn's bringing up some good points there. I think you'll find the Cardiff board, being short of money, will be putting pressure on the manager now to bring through younger players, so they don't have to sign so many during the summer. So it's good to see the kids giving a go to see if they can.
Isaac Davis, a good mate of mine, his son. Been following him throughout this. Another thing, while we're on Cardiff, because unfortunately, because of his schedule being all over the place at the moment, and next week, definitely going to be next week. It's going to be a pre-recorded podcast with Cardiff legend Graham Kavanagh. Could well be Wednesday, or Cardiff, Middlesbrough, Stoke, and Ireland as well. Irish International could well be Wednesday. I'm trying to pin him down to a date, but yeah, he's definitely. And to be honest, I have to say this: it's a big help from my friend who was pushing it And
That's
ever
a good
since
catch.
the story,
I've got some credit there, Sam. That makes it.
Got some credit. Yeah, it's a good catch. That one, good one.
Like,
Yeah.
what
it took a while. It took a while, but some of the humble pie which was in the fridge have already been sent a return delivery to Graham Kavanagh's house.
If you saw,
we'll
if you
see.
saw the text messages I get off Brownie because I put all the stars on the Jake show, the West Ham unofficial show.
Shut up.
And Brownie gets me and you, Sam.
But also as well tomorrow. I know it's slightly delayed. Bit issues on both sides, but slightly delayed. Tomorrow night will be. I think I'm going to be pre-recording a lot of the shows, which I guess because of this issue with mods and so on. I thought it just pre-record it and then publish it later.
If you do a 1-to-1 interview live, Browner, with a few decent people coming, just ignore the idiots.
No, you can't, Steve. You can't. When it does sidetrack me, and I don't.
All right, well, you're not professional at the best of times.
Absolutely not. Absolutely.
Gary in the corner have those fucking problems.
But anyway, the World of Football show tomorrow will be going to. Russia.
To Russia from Russia with love, isn't it? That's what it is.
Absolutely no Sasha involvement at all.
You're gonna be buying a wife?
No, she's blocked me anyway. By the way, she blocked.
Oh bloody hell! Right,
your fucking love life.
Surprise!
But anyway, it's going to Russia, so it's going to be taking in the old Soviet Union teams and national teams, because Steve, you remember Soviet Union of the 80s, the teams are great, fantastic.
Yeah, they were on drugs.
Maybe not. Allegedly.
But there's nothing alleged about it.
Nostrovia.
But anyway, what are you drinking today, Steve?
I'm on Banks's beer from the Midlands tonight, mate. Amber, 89 pence a pint.
And you, Sam?
I've got a vintage 1973 Pepsi Max.
And I've got Clásica El Corte Inglés.
Oh, that's fucking
I've waited.
Is that one of the cheap ones? Is it from the supermarket?
Yeah, 19 cents a can, mate.
Bloody hell, bloody.
Right, I tell you, right?
It tastes like Spanish donkey piss, mate.
Right? Can you see the amount there?
Yeah.
Right? Hang on.
That's what you drink in 15 minutes, isn't it?
12 cans for €3.50.
Bloody hell!
Proper quality.
No wonder you're in Spain. No wonder you're in Spain. It's an alcoholic's paradise out there, isn't it?
Oh, Indonesia is.
Hey, we got an upset customer, Browner. We got an upset customer. Finn says, "Where's the Cardiff City show gone? So unprofessional."
Oh, right, hang on. Cardiff, yeah. Actually, good. You point me out. I spoke to Dan. Right.
Dan sacked him.
Dan Blakemore from Cardiff City show. He's been working on something else, and it can finally come public tomorrow, because it's something to do with different authorities and so on and so forth. Kind of like a social, kind of like a public company, a public organization where you may be doing things in the background, but you can't be officially bloody right. So basically, I spoke to Dan today. He actually had his jab today, feeling shit. But also as well, Dan's son is going for Cardiff City trials starting Tuesday as well. So the Cardiff City show will be back next week.
And how's his nan?
Sorry?
How's his nan? We've heard about his COVID jab. We've heard about everything else.
No. In all fairness, he wants to come in. He wants to come in, and he wants to tell people what he's been doing at the Welsh League level as well. So we did decide to put it off a few weeks until it can become official. That will be Monday, I think. So the Cardiff City show will be back on next week. However, as I say...
Browner, you are full of promises, though, because you said you're going to do an Ipswich Town show. You haven't fucking done that yet.
No, because I haven't got back to him yet. I want to get the Graham Kavanagh out of the way first. I want to get Graham Kavanagh.
You
I want
sat
to get
there
the
on your
Russian sword.
balcony in Spain in the sun with fuck all to do, right?
No. It's really taken a lot of my time up trying to
I just need to
communicate
make some
with these
notes for the
people.
day.
You know, it's hard to go down the brass house. Fucking hell, you know.
I just make
He
some
doesn't.
notes.
He has any of them left down there you haven't shagged yet?
Well, when he walks in, they all go, "Evening, Adam." So that's how you.
Hello, boy. Hello.
Right, Stefan, what's with you? Yeah. That's no. Listen, Benjamin Bloom.
Benjamin Button.
No, he's really rising YouTuber. To be quite honest with you,
Yeah.
at the moment, what he's doing, because he does focus on EFL all the time. He just wants to get sort out his end of season. For each club in the EFL, he's basically doing one video for each club to, so he wants to get that out of the way, and then no problem at all.
I ain't got all fucking night,
No problem at all. But however, what I will say, Stefan, if you listen to podcasts, download the Price of Football podcast, because they recently done, I say recently, yesterday or day before, done a show when they were interviewing the new Ipswich Town owner, and it's quite really good. It's really good actually.
When we having a Motorhead show?
I tell you what I have.
Christmas?
Ace of Spades.
No,
Ace of Spades.
I tell you who I did ask, which was from the price of. Do you know Kieran Maguire? Any of you know Kieran Maguire? He's basically, he's professor at Liverpool University, who goes on about the back room, the price of football. You know what goes on in boardrooms and company's house information and so on. And I did actually ask him about the proposed takeover, if he could come on and have a chat, because Steve, what you said earlier on was right, and not many Arsenal fans actually know this. They don't really know how much debt they're in. Regarding a lot of those loan notes, Steve, and we know what loan notes against the club are like.
Yeah. No, you look at the finances; it's shocking, mate.
Yeah.
That's why they wanted to run off to the Super League and all that, wasn't it? The idea of that was to clear all their debts.
Well, they've had a lot of losses the last three years, that's for sure. But I mean, Arsenal's worth a lot of money though, and this guy, Daniel Ek's worth a lot of money, and all of that gets taken care of. All of that gets he'll take over those obligations and all of that. All that gets done. That's details. That is, that's details. Arsenal's worth £2.4 billion according to Forbes. So, it's. All that will get sorted out.
Yeah, but hang on.
Sam Moran said that once, didn't he, Brown?
Yeah, well, that's different.
Hang on.
That's a local loan shark, isn't it?
No, but hang on, right? Surely, the accounts are always published the year after, aren't they? Right?
Yeah.
So surely, how can an accountancy firm make statements like that if the up-to-date account, I'd say they are legally...
It's based on the latest information they have. Right, that's what it is,
Right, so they haven't brought in the figures of COVID.
No, and that's the same for all clubs. That's the same for all clubs. It's on the current. It's based on the current estimation. That's without 2020, basically, right? Okay.
Right. So they wouldn't be based 2.4 billion. Now,
well, Brownie. I'll tell you something. The value of Arsenal Football Club has gone up.
I love winding him up, Steve. I love winding him up.
The value of Arsenal Football Club has gone up because Arsenal have a lot of assets that increase in value. They've got lots of property.
Right. Sam, you're talking shit, mate. Right? You're talking absolute crap. Because in the business world, something's only worth what somebody's prepared to pay.
Fair enough. I completely understand.
And the way Arsenal are at the moment, we wouldn't pay fuck all for it.
Well,
no.
Daniel X has gone with it. Yeah.
Paper estimations are nothing, mate. Honestly, just like
Yeah.
a house.
If
If you take a house and you say my house is worth 800 grand, right? It's only worth 800 grand if someone's prepared to pay 800 grand for the fucking thing, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's worth.
But you know damn well that the big football clubs like Arsenal are worth a lot of money, right? Okay, so you know there's a reason.
I don't like the way you use the word "big" there. I wouldn't say you're big anymore.
Okay. So the third most decorated club in Great Britain. Then, okay. So
there's no valuation in decoration, mate.
No, I'm just saying.
I put my Christmas swimming. I put my Christmas swimming up, mate.
We've got the third most trophies. Just because you support a club that's not worth a fucking Mars bar, you know. I mean,
worth a fortune.
Yeah, haven't even got your own fucking stadium.
Hey, Sam, he's learning off me how to wind you up.
Come back to me when you got your own fucking stadium, eh?
We got our own stadium.
Hang on.
Having a stadium, this is where you're all wrong, you see, right? Having a stadium, renting a stadium is a very wise move. Man City do exactly the same thing. You're just praising him up for a minute.
Hang on.
Even Cardiff City do that.
Listen, we'll come back to that. Hang on for a sec.
Most clubs can't sell their stadium, mate. I don't know what the Arsenal stadium can. They sell the stadium, but most clubs can't. It's just an asset.
I'm going to meet him now. What? Right, hang on. Stefan says, Brownie, just a YouTube how to moderate someone on your channel. It's easy. Yeah, I know that, Stefan, but the problem is I'm doing it on my phone. And some of the kind of things in which you can do it on from a laptop and so on. The options aren't there on my phone, so I'll have to.
Stefan, please remember this is the most unprofessional set-up football show on a Friday night, mate. Yeah, we don't have the tools. We're lucky to get a
screen. Big up Randy. He wants to come in and do the casting couch to be moderator. He does.
Stefan, Brownie is going to make hard work of just picking a mod. No, I'm not. It's basically simply because.
Yeah, you will,
a lot of the things. This is why I haven't been able to highlight. Sam, you know what it's like when you minimize yourself and you bring up, a screenshot.
I don't use my mobile. I use a computer. It's completely different. It's much easier.
Yeah, I know. Okay, fuck off. Right.
He's still on his Nokia phones.
Randy says Sam, West Ham is greater than Arsenal now. History.
There's a first for everything. There's a first season they've been above us for 40 years.
I agree with you,
Congratulations.
Fuck it, Randy, you're one of my favourite people who comes in the chat line.
Oh, look at this cocky bastard. First time they've been above Arsenal for 40 years. Last time West Ham were above Arsenal, blowjobs cost £5.
What happened in the 1980 Cup final?
Hey, Sam, we still can't start in certain areas. Stefan says he's seen Motorhead. Oh, here we go.
I was going to
He's an old rocker.
But that's another night, mate. I'll tell you the Motorhead stories again.
He's an old rocker, this Stefan. He's an old rocker.
Me too. I used to go on tour with Motorhead. Phil Campbell, he's from Church Village in Wales. And when I was growing up as a young boy, Motorhead were my heroes. And then your mate becomes the lead guitarist. What a fucking...
Sam, have you got a pillow or something? Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be a good show. Talk about Motorhead another night.
What's he spitting out now?
We'll do a Motorhead bloody show.
Yeah, definitely, mate.
Go on, get in contact with him when we'll do a Motorhead
show.
Yeah,
definitely. We do that.
Right, okay. He's just the loudest band I've ever heard, he said. I still can't fucking hear
loud as fuck, mate. Loud as fuck. I took my mate, right? I'll tell you on the Motorhead show.
Yeah, we'll do that, Steve.
Yeah, do that. Make a night out of it.
I'll tell you what, there's some fucking stories there, mate.
I bet there is.
Right, John, 1886. Brownie just wants Peter is delivered. Oh, fucking
Pistol Pete.
Pistol Pete. Fucking hell.
Steve, do you want to take that question on? Or...
Yeah. Brownie just wants a area to return. Well, luckily he put laugh out loud at the end. That's what it would be.
Right, hang on. Before we go any further, guys, what you need to know is that it actually made national media, but Steve here
Sued him.
sued Peter Risdale for a bet in which Peter Risdale didn't pay up on.
Didn't pay up. Yeah, $5,000.
Take it away, Steve. Take it away.
Well, me and Risdale had a bet, right? When he went to, because he phoned me up. I was in the football agency then, obviously more than I don't do much now, but then, and he said, Steve, Robbie Fowler, can you get me Robbie Fowler? Right? Well, Robbie Fowler was on a walking stick at the time. I said, Pete, you don't want to fucking go there. Bring some youth through. Do something decent at Cardiff. Don't bring in an old has-been who ain't gonna be on the sick bench.
Because those were the days when the youth were really coming through.
Yeah.
You could have
gone to the not the championship, but lower than the championship. You could have gone and found a Kiefer Moore, for instance, right?
Yeah.
So it's no. The fans will love it if I bring in a big name. I said, I don't think I can pull it off. I'm not going to fucking do it, right? Next thing, Fowler's signing for Cardiff. Right? Then the old Tom, Dick and Harry, to be honest with you, could have gone and got him because he was shot, right? So fucking Fowler, he moved in down the road by me. So he signs him anyway. So Risdale's in the fucking paper. Rob. I said, Risdale, you're a fucking idiot. Right? He said, what do you mean? I said, Fowler won't score more than 8 goals this season. Right? Now he's worth 30, he said. I said, you're fucking dreaming. Right? I tell you what, I said, I bet you $5,000, right? He don't score more than 8 goals. Well, he didn't, did he? Right?
No.
Anyway, Fowler moved in about a mile down the road from me. Right,
but one of his many houses which he bought on the signing on fee with Cardiff.
Yeah, his house was 1.5 mil.
He bought most of South Wales.
Yeah, 1.5 mil. He paid for the house. His curtains. I always remember his curtains being delivered. I was there. $8,000 just for his fucking front room curtains, right? But he was a down to earth lad, right? And then. How I got to know him really well was Alex Armstrong, who was a scout. So was the Dave Jones's fitness trainer at the time. And also Kevin Cooper, who used to play for Wolves. Cooper's a good mate of mine. So anyway, first he arrives in Cardiff, Fowler. Before he gets the house, he's staying up the Vale of Glamorgan Hotel. So he's bored. So me and Coops and Julian Jenkins take him out on the piss. So we go down Mill Lane in Cardiff. He gets fucking smashed, right? He's lying on a fucking Well, some fucking fan that Risdale's told Fowler signed for Cardiff, iPhones today, snap. Oh, Robbie's bollocksed, right? Before pre-season, I think it was. Just before pre-season. We had the pre-season to get through anyway. Of course, it hits all the headlines. So I text Risdale. And I said, and I sent him a picture, and I said, "You're fucking fine. Your money's not looking safe here, is it?" Anyway, that long story short, Risdale's a shark. Like, if you shook hands with him, honestly, you got to see how many fingers you got left, right? So, no, it's true. He's fucking full of it. Fucking bullshit. So, coming up the end of the season. Oh, that's right. I think it was the cup final year. Was Fowler the cup final year, Browner? Can't remember. I think it was.
Yeah,
it was. We were in semi-final. So we're all staying in the team hotel on Marylebone Road. Can't think of the name of it. Come to me.
Yeah, I know you're talking because
yeah. So. Okay, they're going to back in Landmark Hotel.
That's right.
We're staying there. The team is staying there. We're all staying there. Risdale's trying to stay out of my way, right? So there's a nice court area in the Landmark, and all the players are in bed. I'm having a few sherbets, as you do. So, oi, Risdale, I said. I called over to him. Oh, he had his wife with him, stuck up, bitch. Right? His PA. She's only his PA at Leeds. But if you listen to her, she thought she's fucking Margaret Thatcher. Right? Oi, Risdale, I said. where's my £5,000? Oh, no, he said. And this was the semi-final of the FA Cup. That's right. He said, we still got a season. I said, well, he hasn't played. He's not going to play. He's not going to score. He scored 4 goals, right? So he's got to score 4 goals in about 3 games, right? It's not going to happen. He's only going to get picked. So he said, no. Well, there's the FA Cup, Steve. So we're in the semi-fucking final. Well, we'll see at the end of the season. Anyway, end of the season, cut long story short, end of the season come. Where's my £5,000? Do you want my bank details? What for? I said, well, we had a bet. Oh, I've paid it, he said. This is after the sorry. I put the pressure on. I said, if you don't pay me, I'm fucking having you in court. I'm putting you in court. Knowing, I knew really you can't go to court on a bet, right? So just like the bookmaker don't have to pay you out. Fucking stupid law, really. But so anyway, send him a county court fucking summons anyway, innit? You're at Joe Cardiff City Football Club. Fucking county court summons, £5,000. Didn't pay up. Yeah. So next thing, he comes back and he puts his defence in. I get a phone call. I've paid it. I said, what do you mean you've paid it? He said, well, it was a charity bet. I said, no. At the time, Peter, I said to you, if I win, I'll donate my winnings to charity, which I told everyone, right? Well, I've paid it. He said, I paid the Cystic Fibrosis Trust down in Penarth. He said, I went, and he went in the paper as well. He was all there with his suit. Right? And he said, I paid it to the charity, which was your charity. I said, no, that's not the bet. The bet is between me and you. It's my decision if I wanted to pay it to charity, right? Well, it turned out what he'd done to get out of it for his public profile. The club that year, because my business's charity that year was the Cystic Fibrosis Trust. So my mate was the commercial director at Cardiff City. So he said, Steve, at the beginning of the season, I'll run the Cystic Fibrosis Trust as the commercial charity for the club. So the fans will chip in when they want to, throw the money in the bucket, whatever. At the end of the season, we donate it to the charity, right? So Rizdale took that money, right, which was over £5,000, the charity, and said, this is the contribution, claiming it was the bet money. That's how bent he is, mate. Right?
He's sly. He's sly.
So I bring up the stinker and say, hang on, you've paid the fans' money, nothing to do with our bet, to the charity, where it would have gone anyway, Rizdale. Oh, he bent his ear.
Oh, yeah. Hey, if Peter Rizdale, if Pistol Pete told me it was, if I was in a house and Pistol Pete come in and told me it was raining outside, I would still fucking get up and walk outside to double check or fucking whatever.
I can tell you all sorts of stories about it, mate. Fucking. Anyway, so come the cup final, right? So back to the Landmark Hotel, Cardiff versus Portsmouth. So it was quite funny, actually, because obviously I'm from London, and as you know, and we're back in the Landmark. He's staying one out of my way, Rizdale, right? And I caught him, and he was trying to have dinner with somebody right over the corner with fucking Margaret Thatcher, his missus. Oi, Rizdale, I said, I haven't forgotten. Just to show him up, because everybody knew now, right?
Yeah.
And all the players were laughing their fucking heads off. Because all the players, hey, Dave, did you get your £5,000? No, did I? Fuck. So this is Rizdale all over, right? So couple of mates. So I rang a couple of mates from come up from Hounslow, come over, which was planned anyway, but they were big bruisers, shall we say. Of course, they walk into the Landmark courtyard in the front of in the middle of the hotel there. And Rizdale was like, "What the fuck? He's got the heavies in." And then they just come and sat down, fucking have a beer, whatever. And Rizdale was fucking panicky. He disappeared. Anyway, so obviously went off. Me, Alex, and a couple of us sat up drinking for a few hours that night, all having a laugh. and went to bed, went to the cup final. Anyway, so after the cup final, I'm going back now. There's a story circulating. I've told a couple of reporters, Tony Reese at the News of the World, I think it was, and a couple of others, said he still hadn't fucking paid the pet, run the fucking story, blah, blah, blah. And Rizzo gets to hear about it, right? So next thing, I'm getting all these fucking phone calls. He's on all the football messages. How Daya and his mate tried to set the fire alarms off at the Landmark Hotel to wake up the Cardiff team the night before the cup final to get everybody to turn against me. What? So I like a few of the idiots up the valleys were fucking Corky and all those fucking idiots. So, well, you tried letting it on the message. You tried letting it disrupting the cup final. We lost the cup final because you tried letting the fire alarms off. I said, who fucking told you this bullshit? Peter Isdale. Oh, fucking go, isn't it? Yeah. So, of course, what he forgot was the person who was with me the whole time was me lawyer.
Tyler Blake.
There he goes. Was me lawyer, Paul Mohammed, big Cardiff fan, right? So as if a Cardiff fan's going to try and set off the fire alarms, right? So we got back and I said, oh, Moj, fucking Rizdale's trying to claim this now. So, of course, Moj being Moj, gets on the Landmark. I want the CCTV footage as these accusations of the London fire, the fire alarms being tried to be set off in the hotel. Landmark said, what are you on about? Right? Go to the London Fire Brigade. Did you get a call out? Have you had anything to the Landmark? Don't know what you're talking about. Another Rizzo bullshit again.
Yeah, fuck you know.
That's how he is, mate. He's that shallow. Right.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me. The dealings with him, mate. Fucking unbelievable.
Sounds like a right slime ball. Yeah, that's what he is.
Slime ball ain't the word, mate. And the beauty, when he paid his bonus at Cardiff, right? He had a limit because he was like he set up his own company for when he got the Cardiff job, right?
Yeah.
He got a bonus for getting the ground permissions through, completion of the new ground, which he didn't do fuck all really. He just got Sam and Man out of the way, right? Yeah. But he got something like an $800,000 bonus, I think it was for that. So he paid that into his company, Rizdale Promotions, whatever it's and then ripped it all out, right? Well, the company's tax man had him, company's house had him. So he actually got struck off for 7 years of being a director of any company, right? 7 or 8 years.
Yeah.
But at Preston, he's not allowed to be the director of Preston.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
he's the consultant.
He went to Plymouth first. Yeah,
he went to Plymouth.
And he was an advisor.
Yeah, and he's saying with Preston where he is now.
Preston,
he's still living out football. It's fucking unbelievable, mate.
Oh, I know.
Jesus.
I know.
Band director, 8 years.
Right, let's go back in come on. I'm enjoying this tonight, actually. Thanks, Sam, for coming on.
Yeah, thanks, Sam.
He gets my fucking head in half the time, Sam. So
I must say, I'm seeking some more professionalism, though. I must say that.
Right, John Wayne's in the house. Howdy, John. Howdy.
Hey, John.
Hey, Pilgrim.
Steve, what's your favourite trait to Brownie?
He's a cunt.
He's a cunt.
yeah. Good lad, Brownie. I do love him, really.
Oh, fuck yeah, no.
I'll tell you what the worst thing about Brownie lately this week, he sleeps all day. He's like a fucking bat.
Oh.
He just go into bed and go, have you seen this video? Have you seen it? Fucking hell, Brownie's fucking half past 12. Oh, just wait.
No, me and Sam are the same. Me and Sam are, because he does online work as well. Most of my I've been going to bed about fucking 6 o'clock in the morning.
Really? What about your working now, look? Here we are, boys. Oh, you won't see that.
What's that fucking red tube?
The mini's still coming in, boss.
What's that?
Tom Palmer says, Daya, you sound like you have a good taste in music. You what, Tom? I could ban you for that, actually. What is your favourite band of all time? Is it Led Zeppelin?
Favourite bands, right?
And Seven says Led Zeppelin were awesome.
Oh, Led Zeppelin were awesome. There's no doubt about that. I've got all their albums. I think they're fantastic. But they wouldn't be my favourite. They weren't hard enough. I liked my biggest band. Well, I'll tell you a story. When I was leaving school, we used to have a careers officer. And I don't know, you're probably not young enough, most of you, to remember the old careers officer.
I remember a careers officer.
Yeah, we had a careers officer. So I got called in, no fucking qualifications, fuck all. Right? So he said, in the fifth form, innit? He said, so I then, he said, what are we going to do with you? I said, don't worry about me, boss. I said, well, what job do you want? I'd like to be on the road crew with Motorhead. Right? He said, come on, let's talk reality here, Steve. He said, you're fucking talking basically shit. So now I want to be on a road crew with Motorhead. Anyway, I had a stroke of luck there. I started my business and whatever. And Phil Campbell, as I said earlier, became my best mate. So off I went on tour. I went on the road crew. I was literally on tour with him, looking after him, going on a piss and all sorts of things. And we've got a deal coming in. And so I always remember sending back to my careers officer. You know, we have these school reunion things.
I never, you know what? I've never had a school reunion.
Well, they probably didn't invite you, you daft.
Yeah, probably didn't invite me.
I sent a postcard signed for me and Phil Campbell from Las Vegas, right? And that we're playing in the House of Blues in Mandalay Bay where they were playing. So there was a photo, a postcard. We sent a postcard for me and Phil Campbell, put it in a post from Las Vegas, back to my old careers officer, right? And it got back to him. So when I went to this school reunion, walked in, he was there. He went, "You fucker," he said. I fucking told you, didn't I? But
that's a good story.
Motorhead, I've been out. Well, I grew up with Iron Maiden. I'm not trying to drop names here, but they were from the East End of London, and I grew up with them. And I've had a few nights out with them, to be honest. But one of them was before a Cardiff game, actually. But that's another story. And actually, Iron Maiden got me banned from Cardiff City Football Club for 10 years. But
because Iron Maiden have a flight.
Yeah, they have their own plane. Well, Bruce Dickinson, then you see, when I was
hang on. They partnered up with Cardiff Airport.
No. Listen, I'll tell you what happened there. Let's just shut up and listen, Browner. Bruce Dickinson owns an aviation company in St Athan. It breaks up. Is that based at where RAF St Athan used to be?
Yeah, Cardiff Airport. It's in fucking me.
No, it's nowhere near Cardiff Airport. It's 3 miles down the road, different fucking runway. You down. Right. Anyway,
3 miles.
He does if British Airways scrapping all these 747s, he gets a load of 747s to scrap. And he's also got simulators and all that sort of stuff as well. But he's in Cowbridge quite a lot because when I was living in Cowbridge, I used to bump into him. Funny enough, in there.
Why don't you live in Cowbridge anymore, Steve?
Why? Got divorced.
Oh, right, okay, sorry.
Yeah, they give the house to the wife. but we think that's funny, dear. We'll talk about Lisa in a minute. So, at least I was a man in my divorce. And, so he used to drink in a Cowbridge pub there. We used to see him a few times. And, Adrian Smith and all that I knew from when they were younger. And then used to see him up at in London now and again. But I do like, not because I knew him though, I do like Iron Maiden's music. It's good. But Motorhead's probably I've always loved me Motorhead, to be honest. Saxon, remember Saxon? I used to love them. I tell you, then you go into guitar players then, don't you? Michael Shankner, what a legend. Michael Shankner, one of the best guitar players in my book. The Scorpions, I love the Scorpions.
Right, let's go into a chat because it's boring me now. Right.
Yeah. You didn't know music till you were dropping acid pills down your fucking throat.
Right. Do you like the Beatles or Oasis more?
I like the Beatles, love the Beatles, and Oasis I think were fantastic, I've got to be honest.
Sam?
Me?
Yeah.
Beatles over Oasis.
If I'm honest with you, and I am being complete Oasis, I loved them. Absolutely loved them.
Yeah, I do.
I still try and dress like I'm now. But with the Beatles, I prefer the Kinks more than the Beatles.
The Kinks, eh? Yeah, fair enough. Yeah,
I quite like the Dave Clark 5 myself.
No, but
Brown and thinking, who the fuck are they?
no, the King. I prefer the song. I don't know. I prefer the King.
You're two different eras, aren't you? You're two different eras there. Beatles, Kinks, Beatles.
Yeah.
Oasis.
It's same era.
No, I'm about Oasis now. I thought Oasis.
Oasis.
The funny thing is, when Oasis came out, and I was in my 20s then, late 28, 29, 30 sort of era, and I did think, pair of knobs. Right?
Yeah, you had Oasis or Pulp, wasn't it? That was
no, Oasis. What was the other one? Pulp,
Blur,
yeah. And I used to think, fucking bunch of knobs. I wasn't really into it. It's only in my later years, like mid 40s, I started really properly listening to Oasis after they'd had their major success. Do you know what I mean? And I thought, this is fucking good, this stuff. Do you know what I mean? Well, but it's probably my mistake.
I tell you what, right? It's true story, this.
That's bullshit.
Because I lived outside the UK at the time when while Oasis was going on and so on. The only time I watched Oasis was in Cardiff. Millennium Stadium, and it was the first the kind of like induction. I took my ex-wife Lisa to meet my mates, right? So I can't remember who was on before. So as the lesser acts were going on before, then Oasis started off with Rock and Roll Star, right? So everyone was bouncing all of a sudden, and I'll be honest with you, right? I was corked up to my fucking eyebrows, right? And they were big eyebrows.
Lisa would never let you done that.
I turned to Lisa, and she was like, "You're bleeding." My nose was bleeding at the time, right? So basically, that was the ongoing kind of joke between us, because sometimes it can be ages till she met one of the other boys, and it'd be like, we went Oasis, we met when Adam was bleeding. Adam's nose was bleeding because they took so many, right? But basically, Oasis, fucking great. But with Oasis, my personal preference as well, I prefer the songs in which are not so popular than obviously Champagne Supernova.
Well, that's the thing with you, Brown, isn't it? You basically you're the opposite to everyone else, aren't you? You know, it's like if someone likes number one, you like the fucking number 5. You know, if someone likes green, you like red. You know, you've always got to go against the current, haven't you? Go against the crowd.
If someone likes woman, you look man. That is
But I do agree with you on that Oasis thing, Brown. Like Wonderwall, I think it's because we hear it so many fucking times.
Maybe.
Yeah, Wonderwall's just worn out, isn't it?
The songs Oasis sang that aren't so popular, and they're fucking great tracks.
Yeah. But
it's the same with everything, isn't it? I can remember Motorhead saying, "Oh, fucking got to play the Ace of Spades." But it's a traditional song, isn't it?
Yeah, you got to be fed up with it, innit?
Yeah, you get fed up with the fucking and the Ace of Spades. Unless I'm pissed out on 10 pints in a bar, and the Ace of Spades comes on a jukebox. Yes, fucking go.
Yeah.
But I wrote "Killed by Death." I think is a far better song, for instance, than Ace of Spades. Right?
How Rock and Roll
people
Star
don't know
is Rock and Roll Star is my favourite Oasis track.
That's good. Yeah, I do like that. Yeah.
You know, and
Rock and Roll Star
wasn't as popular as some of the others, you know.
But Rock and Roll Star is what we all wanted to be, really. Rock and Roll Star is you want to be a fucking. I'd love to be a rock and roll star. I wouldn't get it's the biggest kick in my life. If I could go out on the stage and go, oh, I'm a fucking rock and roll star. Fucking come on.
Hey, the lighting when I watched that, the light, behind them, the lighting was, they had effects like it was a Duke box all the time, and then like with 3 red cherries, massive Duke box, not Duke box, sorry, fruit machine. 3 red cherries would come up, and the 3 bells. Oh, but honestly, I love that song. I love. Right, okay.
Oh, it's a great song. I think it's fucking brilliant. But it's just like Motorhead, Dr. Rock. Motorhead for years opened up with Dr. Rock. What a fucking song to open up with. Most people go, what fucking song's that? Listen to it, you fucking know it's going. Yeah, Steph, We Are the Road Crew. That was a good one. Yeah. But Dr. Rock.
Finn said I could listen to Oasis playlist, but Beatles have better individual songs. I don't agree. Because I
think different era, mate. Different era.
Yeah, it is a different era. Yeah.
Okay. Abbey Road was a better playlist.
You can't knock it. The Beatles had it away, made a shitload of money, didn't they?
Oh, of course.
So
Stefan, I used to know Neil Murray's son. I don't even know who Neil Murray is. Who's Neil Murray?
Neil Murray is Iron Maiden.
All right. Well, he's not the one who got the aviating thing. And
no, that's Bruce Dickinson.
Yeah. Right. John said, I prefer the Beach Boys. I like the
Beach Boys. That's a good shout.
I like ABBA.
I'll tell
you, I could sit here all night and listen to ABBA.
Right. Finn says, don't look back in anger or Hey Jude.
Hey Jude for me.
Yeah, Hey Jude for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hey Jude for me. Maybe because of Cardiff influence, but Hey Jude definitely for me. Really good debate actually. Right, 7 says saw Maiden at Donington '92. Now I remember Donington '92 for different reasons actually. Right, my cousin, who was basically because of where I brought up, my older brother, I suppose. He went to Donington '92, his first ever concert, and he got lost. And my mum had to basically drive all the way to freaking. He must have had 10 pence in a local bloody telephone in the street. She had to drive all the way and weren't happy. She would, because she was the only driver of a family. Right, hang on. Favorite Oasis album? I think A First is the best. Definitely, maybe.
You know what? Beach Boys is a good shout because Brian Wilson's a fucking genius. He is a fucking genius.
Finn says, "I like Little by Little."
I like Little by Little. That's one of mine. Yeah.
Steph said, "I adore the Beatles. I met Mink Ivy of the Kinks, top man." Spoke to Jarvis at John Peel's funeral. Jarvis Cocker, I'm assuming. Yeah.
Is it the Kinks? Is it the Kinks? How that song you really got me going? Is it that one?
Yeah, that's the Kinks.
Yeah, that's the Kinks. And
girl, you really got me going. Yeah. You got me so I can sleep at night. Yeah.
Thank you for the days as well. Thank you for the days.
Hey Sam, there's a show tomorrow on BBC. I don't know if you watch British TV.
Not much, no.
No.
I can do, but I don't really watch it. Yeah, I can do.
Right, but there's a show on Saturday nights now where you have to line up and the contestants have to guess if you're really singing and you're a good singer or a bad singer.
All right, okay.
Right.
Apparently, people say when I sing, my lisp disappears. I don't know whether that is because I'm. That's
I get the mic or not. I don't know. That's probably what.
I'm just looking at that questionnaire.
Gary.
Trading cards.
That'd be worth a few quid now.
Right. Let's see.
Just kicked him off.
You know what? I've had a couple of beers now. I actually thought that question was.
I can't wait to get pissed.
I thought roast was after that split for a moment. I I thought actually probably split
You
roast.
should have popped a couple of pills, Brownie. You fucking popped a couple of pills.
I actually did think that. I was actually probably split roast on individual songs. I like to think
split roast. Oh, fuck girl.
I did think that, honestly. Right, Stefan, where's his help made the 90s?
Oh, definitely.
They were great, man. They were great.
Made
You
it,
had a good question from Randy.
Where? Hang on, sorry.
He asked Steve a question.
Oh, sorry, man. Hang on. Sorry, Randy. I didn't mean to. Oh, right, there you go. Steve, what would you do if you were stranded on a
Deserted island.
Yeah, deserted island. If you're just on a fucking deserted island on your own.
With Brownie, with no escape.
With no escape. What? Oh, fucking hell.
Suicide.
What would you do? just go into the ocean and drown yourself.
Or find a tree to hang yourself from, or
hang from a tree. Or
I firstly live on the other side of the island. I leave it. I say, right, Brownie. I'd make a mark in the sand and say, Brownie, that's the different area. We call this side of the island Marbella, and we call this side of the island Fangarola, right? And then we'll have the Aborigines, whoever's on the island in the middle, right?
It's deserted. It's deserted.
I just want to say good night to Gary. Good night, Gary, mate.
Oh, sorry,
have a good one.
Yeah, see you, Gary. Come, mate. Yeah, that's what I do.
Thanks, Guy. Many thanks for coming in. Stefan says she's electric. It's Kiddie Paddle, but I like it. Yeah, She's Electric is a hard song. Not my best, if I'm honest with you, but it does get a crowd going. Right, let's see if people in the chat will go on with this, right? Because I paid a lot for these tickets, right? And I was so disappointed. I love the Jam.
Oh, what a band.
Right? I do love the Jam. It's one of my favourite bands. And then he come to Cardiff Castle I'd say probably a year before I come, because we were still shagging at the time. So it would have been about a year before before I walked out on her. So basically, I paid a lot. Obviously, it wasn't a Jam at the time. It was Paul Weller, and I paid for tickets to go watch him at Cardiff Castle. And apparently it's not just that concert, it's been others. People who go and watch Paul Weller expect to have a lot of Jam songs, because that is how they are brought up in enjoying Paul Weller. Right? I've never been so disappointed. I've never been so disappointed going to a concert in my life than going to a Paul Weller concert, because I thought...
Oh, I've never rated Paul Weller after he left the Jam. God be honest, he did. In fairness, he went for a totally different style. Well, the style count.
Style counts and everything. He's gone through the generation. He's like the Alex Ferguson of the music.
Yeah, but he went from one extreme to the other, didn't he? And that's what he wanted to do. And he's obviously a good musician or good singer, whatever. And fair play to him, he's made his money. But the Jam, for me, they were fantastic, weren't they?
They are my favourite band.
Ah, awesome, the Jam. I got every album of theirs. But I like all music, but the Jam was something special. Stiff Little Fingers I liked as well. I love Stiff Little Fingers. What a band.
They like Stiff Little Fingers.
They were a great band.
I've always said my funeral song will be Going Underground. That will be my funeral song.
No, see, that was, to me again, that was a commercial song. Like you were saying about the Oasis songs.
No, it's fair enough.
There's nothing wrong with Going Underground, but there's some far better songs at the Jam.
Without doubt. Yeah. The thing is, you get buried, you go and fucking...
But when it comes to my funeral, mate, there's only two songs, right? And the first one is Killed by Death, right, by Motorhead, right? And then Bite the Bullet, I'm Leaving You. Right?
I kind of done that when I walked out on Lisa, but never mind. Going on your advice, Steve. Going on your
advice. If I have a funeral,
come over here. I'll give you work, no problem at all. You get your paperwork, no problem at all. 4 years later, I'm on a fucking podcast. You're in fucking Yeovil, and I'm giving a beer.
I live all around the world, mate.
Cheers, Steve.
Difference is, you see, Brown, I'm an international professional businessman. You run an unprofessional fucking football show.
Harsh, but true.
Harsh, but true.
Randy's having a nice little session in the chat now. Oh, Randy. What are we going to do with Randy?
Seven says, don't look back in anger and hate you. Awesome. You see, this is where
Brian Wilson is a genius. That guy, musical genius.
It just shows the drink is starting to kick in now because I clicked on it.
You know what?
I thought he was going to say Bob Wilson.
You know what? The Beach Boys, those harmonies in so many of those songs, those harmonies are so complex, so difficult, fucking incredible.
But didn't they take some fucking drugs? I was watching a documentary.
They're all off their fucking tits, but you know that's the thing, isn't it? They all were back then, weren't they? Well, they probably still are.
Right. Everyone who was yours or your celebrity crush. Mine was Jennifer Aniston. I
got loads.
Right. You talk about that. I need to go to toilet.
Not me.
Fucking hell.
Carry on, Sam.
Christ. Fucking Adam, you're in and out more than a fucking cock in a tie hooker, you are. That's just me then. It's the Sam Greenwood Show. Yes. So celebrity crushes, right? I must say at the moment, I am quite partial to Sofia Vergara. Sofia Vergara, the Colombian beauty who's in, Modern Family and a few films. Bloody hell. I could fucking make her fucking bow-legged one night, I'll tell you that. I suppose, Tyra Banks a few years ago was lovely. And, Tyra Banks, fancied her. And, there was an actress. She was quite popular in the late 90s, early 2000s. I don't think you guys know her. Her name was Eliza Dushku. Her name was, fucking beautiful. Let me see more. Can't remember her name. There's this one. She's like Asian American. She's beautiful. I can't remember. Like Chinese, not Chinese. Sorry, like Japanese American. Really beautiful. Can't remember her name as an actress. I can't remember her name. She's really like her. Let me see. How are the current film stars? I'm thinking the current film stars, females. There's not that many that sort of strike me as really, really, really nice in terms of, fantastic drop dead looks. Trying to think, what's her name? She's good looking. She seems like a complete bore fest, but she's good looking. At the bird who was in Transformers, and she stopped acting for a while now to take care of a kid or something. But she was in Transformers. I can't remember her name. She was good looking, to look at.
Natalie Imbruglia. Always thought she was a bit tasty.
Megan Fox, that's it, Randy. Megan Fox. Yes. Good looking. Probably a fucking bore fest to be with, but yeah. Yeah, Natalie Imbruglia. Yeah, she's nice. Yep, another good shout. Yep.
Can't beat a bit of Kylie either.
Kylie Minogue back a bit more back in the day. Yeah, she's probably still good now, to be honest. But yeah.
Debbie Harry.
Oh, now you're going back, aren't you?
Yeah.
Going back now. Yeah.
Olivia Newton-John, Grease.
Oh, there you go, back now.
All the young lad.
Yeah, fucking hell.
I'm running out of beer, Sam.
You're running out of beer. You're an amateur. You're an amateur. It's supposed to be a professional podcast, this is.
Well, it hasn't started that way, is it? So, to be honest with you, when you got a good TV show, you go in the green room, don't you? Look, we're on the green here.
Yeah, we're in a fucking green spaceship here.
Meant to be free beer out the back, isn't it?
Yeah, it's supposed to be free beer, beverages, yeah.
What's Browner supplying? Fuck all.
Yeah, fuck all, isn't it? Jesus Christ. Why do we bother, eh? Why do we bother?
So he makes out he's gone for a piss now, but he hasn't. He can't have gone for another piss.
Fucking hell, he's got bladder problems, that guy. Prostate issues.
There's a bit of this. I bet he turns up in the kitchen now when he comes back. He moves up the balcony or something.
Hello.
There he is.
Still there? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll show you. Well,
So
what have you been talking about?
Celebrity crushes.
We've just been talking about you, Browner.
Celebrity crushes.
Yeah, talking about birds, celebrities we'd like to shag.
Now, okay, you may not know who
The celebrities Daya wants to shag. You have to dig them up first, but that's okay.
Right, okay. You know what, right? Okay. Internationally, yeah, I agree with Randy, right? Internationally, right? And I'm going to say, right. But there was a local Welsh or Cardiff, I wouldn't say celebrity, but newsreader, right?
Name?
Look at it, he knows, right?
Lucy Cohen?
Huh?
Lucy Cohen?
Yeah.
Hang on.
Right? First of all, my dreams are absolutely dashed, really, because we were out in a Cardiff nightclub and seen my mate bloody snogging her, and then a few months later, I'm hearing that the whole rugby club went through her.
No.
Is that?
She lived about 4 doors. I've heard a story about her.
Right, listen. I'm gonna have to move. It's getting late out here, so I'll just go.
I told you he was on the move.
I'll go inside for a minute.
Told you.
Is he under the thumb? He's under the fucking thumb?
Yeah, been moved off the balcony now. Look.
Oh, it's bloody hell.
Yeah, we've got to send this to my business partner.
It's not very professional, is it, Dave? This is not very professional.
Oh, it's the most unprofessional show going, mate.
Look at this. Look like we're in fucking Tron.
Say again.
We look like we're in Tron. You know, fucking Tron.
I've got to be honest, Sam. I reckon me and you could make a really good show. The Sam and Daya show.
The Sam and Daya show, yeah. Yeah, let's do that.
We can invite Brownie on once a Friday or something.
Yeah. Could bring him on as a token guest now and again.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on. We could bring him on. We could bring him on, have a little laugh at him, and then, let him go. It'd be one of those,
Yeah, John's right. Jet from the Gladiators. I remember her.
Oh, yeah, that's a good shout.
That was a good shout.
Yeah, fucking hell. Yeah.
Where my orders are coming in from. Counting me money, Sam.
Orders from where? What are you talking about?
Well, I'm looking at my website here a minute while we're waiting for Browner.
What are you doing? I mean, what are you doing? What orders in what? What got orders for?
I have all different furniture, beds.
You still selling all that, are you?
Yeah, still do all that, mate. Yeah.
Oh. Well, you need someone to fucking work for you. Just let me know.
Where are you living now, Sam?
I'm living in Norway, but I'm flexible. I'm half Norwegian. Mum was Norwegian. She passed away in 2009. Bless her. Mum Norwegian, English dad. I grew up in Islington, North London. Next to Highbury. Yeah. We moved over here when I was about nearly 14. So I've been over here since I was 14. So that's going on 26 years now.
All right.
Yeah, but I'm back in the UK 2-3 times a year to see family and that.
Yeah. But what part of Norway do you live in?
Not far from Oslo. There's a city called Drammen, and I live there. About 40, 45 kilometres south of Oslo.
Can you buy elephant beer there?
Yes. That's some strong stuff. That is, yeah. You can buy that here, yeah. Not in the supermarket. You have to go to a government licensed shop to get it.
What a fucking beer that is!
Yeah.
I had beer in Copenhagen. That was football. I think that was Welsh.
It's
football.
like, was it 12% or something like that? Proof or something? Something like that, isn't it?
You know.
It's close to wine, isn't it? It's nearly wine in terms of proof.
I think it's 11%. I think.
Yeah, something like that. It knocks you off your feet. That's for sure. It really does.
When you're abroad and you're away with the lads on the football, right? Here he's back in the kitchen now. That.
I know.
Did you want to go?
I'm an hour in front of you, and I'm an hour in front of you. I'm being out in the garden.
Well, not from Sam. You're not. Sam's be on your time. What time are you on, Sam?
Same as him, yeah.
Central European. Out in the garden, are you?
No, ain't been out in the garden.
Here now.
Well, yeah, Sam, we went over on Copenhagen on the football.
Yeah, lovely city, Copenhagen.
Anyway,
lovely city.
Anyway, hang on.
Elephant beer. That'll put hairs on your chest. That will elephant beer.
You know what it's called? You're getting the booze, and there's 20 of you. 20 pints of beer, please, mate. What you got? Elephant beer. Right, we'll get on that then. Do you know what I mean? You don't stand at the bar looking at the percentages, do you? Right, you know, there's bodies.
Yeah. Well, you drink that like a normal lager. You're going to be off your feet in no time, mate.
Yeah, but it doesn't taste. I always remember it didn't taste like over here. We had some strong lagers, didn't we? Fucking like spirit, right?
Yeah.
Special brew, for instance. Remember that?
Yeah. Tenants extra and all that.
Yeah, but elephant beer was fucking something.
Diet pills, wasn't there? That was your one.
What?
Diet pills.
You're talking shit again. So
hang on. Before we go any further, what stories do you know about Lucy Cohen, or whatever you call it?
Just
wait. You got a party there?
I knew she'd be back. Hello. Come away from the camera.
Party. You got a party there? Oh, here we go.
Gone already, look. There you are. She gone.
Fucking hell.
Told you. Look at the stands of the show. It's fucking dominant.
What's he up to?
Come on, Lucy Cohen.
Well, I put the screen on, Brownie. We're not talking to a fucking blank. Yeah. Come on. Down the brass house anyway, mate.
Oh, bloody hell. What's he up to?
I don't know. I think that's the bird who kicked off at his mate there for him going down the browser. They went together and she found out or something.
Oh, bloody hell.
Something like that. But I think he's got his earphones in now and he's fucking blocked the computer.
His whole life's like a bad episode of EastEnders, isn't it?
Oh, it's worse, mate. I can tell you. What were we saying anyway, mate? Oh, he's back again. Here we are.
There he is. What's we got next to him there? He's got, what's that, a sex doll? Oh, no, it's not someone else.
Look at him. He's worried now.
He's concentrating now. Look at him. He's concentrating.
Round it.
Are you in here now for a while? Go on.
He's in the No, he's back out again. Hang on. He's
doing a chig. He's doing a chig.
Yeah, he's going for a chig.
No.
Headphones in, headphones out.
In out, shaking all about. He's doing the okey cokey and.
Oh, kicked Sam off. Where you going, Sam?
Hang on, I'll come back.